being a nameless god, you're like an explorer that got stuck in a temple.
Got you. Okay. I'm just happy I could give you something to like mess around with. Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't give it to you. Robert gave it to you, so make sure to thank him when he joins.
Yeah, I will. It's fun. It's definitely one of those games of it's fun because it's difficult.
That's fair. If you're into challenging roguelikes, I could see that. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like you get these curves. You go through rooms, and one of them made it into a time game for me. And it was like, instead of getting curses for more corruption for opening rooms, every few seconds you're still in the dungeon room, you get corruption. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Okay, so
and it became
cool.
a sprinting game. Yeah, it became a sprinting game to kill the final boss.
It's a good challenge generator. Oh, at least that helps. I mean, because I was going to say, with everyone playing Baldur's Gate, no one's hanging out on the server right now, so...
But unlike Hades, where it's like, one big run, it's a bunch of intermittent runs where we want to kill, like, the checkpoint bosses and then move to the next set.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I killed the first boss, like the tutorial boss.
Yeah.
And then I found out for one of the artworks in the game, I have to kill him 5 times without getting hit 0 times.
Now you started looking at what you need to do to... Man, I swear, you're end up like the completionist at this point. I mean, go for it, though.
That's not an achievement. There's this codex that lends out all the monsters you've had and tells you about their movesets and stuff.
Yeah.
And so each enemy and boss has a thing of, like, kill them this many times without being hit to get their final artwork in the codex done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just to get the little nice art drawn version of the character in the little codex.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was trying to look at what do, and I saw that, and I was like, that could be fun.
Still
Caleb, are you telling me the third one is not a Scotsman? Have you been lying to us?
I mean, we don't know Scotsman quality.
Yeah.
His name. No, his name is coming out today.
We're gonna get his name. We're gonna find out who he is.
I was gonna say, I keep watching Caleb like changing his name slightly by one letter at a time. I'm like, okay.
It was telling me it wasn't saving, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just leave it like this.
Hey, no worries, you're good.
But yes, I intend to have him talk a lot more. This is gonna be fun.
Hey, no worries.
I may need to borrow Hunter for a little bit.
What?
That's a...
What do you mean?
That's concerning.
I got the voice down. That's it.
Because Hunter does a good, fucking, really funny Scottish accent.
See, I'm not much of a... I say voice impressionist, I'm more of a... I can mimic, and I do it a lot better if I hear it enough. So I will require Hunter.
Hey, fair enough.
Alright, this game apparently has 9 bosses, and I struggled with the first one. This is gonna be, okay.
Yeah, I'm happy. At least it'll give you a good challenge.
It's gonna keep me busy for a while.
Well, you're on break right now between terms, aren't you? Until the end of August?
Yeah.
Like beginning of September, I think, is when most classes start up.
Just about.
Yeah.
I may need it on my laptop for this Discord call because my girlfriend is sending me a bunch of TikToks about the whole Alabama brawl fight the other day.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been paying attention to that. I'm watching the economic destruction of Russia. It's been really entertaining. Oh, and Wagner has trying to declare war in Africa again.
That sounds about right.
Which is really bad because Putin admitted that the Russian Federation is funding them, which means legally that means Russia is invading or is assisting the military junta, as they're calling it, even though it's junta, which is the military takeover of a country. And yeah, so that means technically Russia's backing it, which is pissing off the Western powers. So there could be a potential for a war in Africa, which would be interesting. Because the last time that we went there, Russia's never been there, but the Americans, we really didn't like it there. The Australians, though, had a fucking great time. Some of their best war histories from fucking Northern Africa.
Well, to pretty much summarize what happened, pretty much a group of rich white folk were leaving their boat in a spot that a business needed to get to, like a business boat. The security guard was asking them to move their boat. They said no, and then they promptly said that they'll jump him. So the guy threw up his hat, and fight ended up breaking out, and then followed by a or thousands or hundreds of black people then jumping in and also fighting these
What
white
a
people.
time to come in.
You know, it's
I know.
just it's getting more and more active again. But to be fair, you don't have
No.
to worry about any of those movements pumping up again. At least none of that MAGA bullshit now that Trump's going to prison finally. Sorry, Justin.
Oh no, the only
Yo, Robert, thanks
Yeah.
for the game, dude.
Oh, you're welcome.
But yeah, no,
yeah, no, there's
fair, go ahead.
it everyone going off of like just making merchandise because somehow a guy got a foldable chair and started using it as a weapon and hit both a man and a woman with it. Don't know why, but now that's a popular thing going on. Go on eBay, Amazon, whatever, try to buy a foldable chair. It's going to cost you hundreds of bucks.
Oh, okay.
You guys hear that a Twitch chatter that watched slap fights became a slap fight champion?
No.
God damn it.
Fucking Critical was talking about because he was one of his viewers, and he became the middleweight champion of slap fighting in the U.S.
Oh
because
lord.
he was watching the sport so much.
Oh. We all watch very different news. I've kind of started to notice.
I just watch Critical because he talks about funny shit.
Oh, dude, I've got a bunch of like global and business and investor YouTube channels.
Yeah, because
I
you're
watch.
old.
No, it's because of my background, my major. I used to have to watch this stuff in college for writing papers, so I just keep watching. It's interesting. Listen, when I found
I get all.
I love hearing about how Russia basically said, hey, we completed our blockade, no one's getting grain. And then the U.S. was like, listen, we just escorted like 4 ships out through the Black Sea with grain on them, and you didn't do shit. I don't know what you're talking about. So, you know, and that's the other part of the news I get, which is great to hear about. Or my favorite, Iran stole another one of our oil tankers. Again, for the 4th time. Because they keep following them around, and then they jump them, they steal the tanker, and then refuse. These aren't like Navy ships. They keep saying, "Oh, we've stolen American naval technology," and it's a bunch of really shitty oil tankers. So that's great.
That just makes me think of that little ship a while ago of Somali pirates that tried to attack a military vessel. And
Yeah.
it really didn't go
Yeah.
because they didn't realize it was a military vessel for some reason.
Yeah, and also to be fair, you're gonna want to know about this stuff, Grump, because when prices go up, you want to know why, and then you find out it's because Florida's kicking out the immigrants, so all of our shit's being picked by old people who can't afford to retire, which is even worse than the young people that have been complaining about having no jobs. And
Yeah. When it affects me, I'll look into it.
it does. Well,
When it does.
Are you not paying for your own groceries?
No, not right now.
God, imagine living in a household where someone else pays for your own food. Jesus Christ.
I am still living with my parents currently.
Yeah, I know. That my point's still made.
Yes.
Your parents actively buy you groceries.
Yep.
Like, are they on food stamps?
No.
No.
What the fuck? Y'all are fucking weird.
It's not weird to buy
Yeah.
groceries.
Wendy's, and I'm eating it right now.
No, that is 100% weird. If you're on food stamps, sure, because you're legally, that means that they probably got you on report, and the parents legally have to buy you food.
Explain to me where I'm supposed to get food if don't buy the groceries.
Oh well, when I was young, I used to have to go buy it myself, which is why I was working all the time.
But it would still be me buying groceries. It
I
doesn't
know.
change.
Yeah, I'm saying you would have to buy. I'm amazed that someone else would buy you groceries.
I live in their
It
house.
sounds like just a you thing, Royce.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I'm living in their house. They buy the
So?
groceries.
Yeah, the majority of parents. I know
Oh,
you're-
also, yeah, I probably could go grab groceries if I want, but I don't need to.
Yeah, most
No, I-
parents feed their kid.
Yeah, like 3 slices
mo-
of bread and a glass of water. That's what I was told.
No, like a full meal.
You know, well, I know this. This is fully part of a joke, like a bit here. That's actually true. That was sadly, but I'm
No, I
more
know.
amazed
Speaking of-
that- Go ahead.
Speaking of poor things, I'm out of papers today, so I'm using Juicy J's.
Bro, I'm just smoking straight on my resin still. I'm still good.
Nice.
Although I'm almost to the point of roaching until the end of August because I have smoked through my supply. So that was supposed to last me 4 weeks.
You know, I just realized I picked my fighting class for Sick with the worst time. I picked up a fighting base class. It'll be useful against robot. It's not going to help against the Toth.
Yeah, it's funny. Cook's got the opposite problem. Doc is really good against the Toth. He's got nothing specifically to deal with these Warforged.
Hey,
Not
Me-
true. Not true.
That's not true
He
at
does
all.
like a shit ton of damage against specifically Robot and his buddy,
Yeah, he can murder that cleric that supports Robot.
Oh, that's true.
and Robot because he's a champion.
That's also true. Yeah. But you guys are also assuming you get that far into the territory.
You were prepared 3 cities.
I have not even started on the capital.
Oh, you better shoulda.
No, you guys ain't gonna be getting there today. I guarantee it.
What you think?
No, you'll
No.
How many more favors do you think I got in my back pocket here?
not enough to save you.
If we fly high enough, you can use that teleport stick until we're straight to the capital. Let's do it. We'll be able to see it from the sky. Let's do this.
Yeah, we just we'll
Speaking of-
treat the asteroid SR-71.
Yeah, why would we waste our time with grunts when we can just go directly to the main fight? Why do that when we can surprise them?
You'll see why.
And then from orbit, this meteorite.
I swear to God, if Doc doesn't show up after I had to fucking put all that work in yesterday. Like, it was a lot of hard work. In
We
all
made-
fairness, it didn't take very long, but still. 3 hours
Right,
in that
four,
time.
4-man run.
If I have to go in there and edit my encounters to remove his ass, I swear to God.
No, it's okay. We won't need him anyway.
We'll see about that. I don't think you have a plan on how
Sure.
to get through everything this time.
Have a plan.
I'm becoming
We do.
experienced, Royce.
No, I do want to point out, last time you said we weren't going to get in the city quickly, we got in the city within like 5 seconds.
That was bullshit. I didn't even think about that motherfucker. 100%. I'm just sitting there like, no, it's like, all right, it's not gonna do anything, but sure, maybe he's got a plan for something else he's doing.
Or the time we went through the city instead of going
Yeah,
to the
true.
city, and
Yeah.
Yeah, the asteroid.
Let's do that
yeah.
again.
Yeah, we seem to each time find a way through your counter.
No, I know. I've caught up, but don't worry. I have there's plans.
But although it makes it
Justin.
fun, we'll just ruin your 5 encounters.
DM has plan A through Z from now on.
You guys wanted to turn up the fucking difficulty. It's so we're going.
Didn't say that at all.
I'm not
I
making
don't
the
think any of us
counters
ever said-
harder, but I'm gonna make it a lot more difficult for you guys to pull amazing shenanigans like that. That was ingenious. That's why, and that was fucking amazing. Well played.
Watch me do it
I
again.
come
Justin.
better prepared though.
Yes, Caleb?
Quick, call your mom, and when Hunter gets here, we'll tell him to call up his the
I'm
Sigma
s-
dragon he said.
For my mom to keep her side of the deal, but I'm not going to pester her anymore.
Speaking of which, by the way, where the fuck is Cook?
Mm.
I don't know.
Chaston, as you're his keeper, it's your job to figure it out.
I'm his keeper? Since when?
Since always.
Since technically you live the closest to him. And you're not Caleb, because Caleb's got a girlfriend with better things to do in his life. I know you. You have Cook.
Okay, first of all, never has something so true hurt my feelings. Although,
Listen,
I'm offended.
I ain't judging you at all, man. 100%. But because it's the same. If I'm out and about, more you likely, if you can't get a hold of me, text Wolf, and I guarantee he knows where I'm at. So
the thing is, Hunter has a really bad habit of leaving his phone places, so he won't even see if I'm messaging him.
that's fine.
Have you
That's the
messaged him?
Yes, I messaged him.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna start sending him femboy pictures and videos that annoy the shit out of him until he fucking responds. Then, because I do it to Caleb and he doesn't care. Although I eventually imagine Caleb's girlfriend's gonna see his Instagram messages and start to think he's gay.
No, she hasn't. At most, she was looking at my phone, saw that I got a Instagram notification from you, and she was like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's DM." She swiped it immediately.
I sent you like 100 of them because I was sending you and Cook and Wolf a bunch. I had a slow day
Yeah,
at
like-
work, so nothing better to do.
there's
Did you manage
absolutely
to find somebody that likes D&D even less than my wife?
Yeah, Caleb's girlfriend.
she has played, or she's been a player of mine for like maybe 4 sessions, and she does not want to do anything with it. She thinks it's a waste of time. She does not see the draw.
She also hates it when he talks about it too much away from his normal session times. Gets upset that he's at session so often.
I have a session just about every day, she says. She wants me to stop. And I won't be able to do this when I'm older, or when I have my own house, and when I have a kid. I will not be able to have D&D.
That's not true in the slide. You won't have D&D every day, but you'll still have a set. You can still pull a session a week easily.
Yeah, and if you don't think, or if you think that not for a second I'm not going to have my kid participate in our own private sessions, the child has an active or I have an active imagination as it is. That child's going to have even more. I'm going to make use of
Your
that.
poor wife. Your poor girlfriend.
She's just going to like stop. Okay.
Based on Hunter's Steam, I think he's suddenly got dragged away because he never leaves a game on that long when he's not there.
Is
And
he
it's
You
showing
fucking
his
fall
marks, like,
asleep.
No, not asleep. Dragged away suddenly, and he had no time to do anything
Now,
because you're getting for 6 hours, and the thing on Steam shows that he's not actually on his computer.
yeah, it shows a Z, which means he's AFK. He's been at least AFK for an hour. Let me ping him on Snapchat or fucking Snapchat real quick, see if he responds.
Since Chasten's his keeper, Chasten can run DACA till he gets here.
We will probably. I'll give him the 10 minutes to be fair.
Yeah.
We'll have session regardless. If he's not here, I'll fucking have Daka go do a side little thing while you guys are doing the main shit.
Yeah.
He did mention a storm, but he's not gonna get away with that because unfortunately, two of the players here live in the same state and same area code.
I just let my dog. I'm looking outside. That's a lot of blue for.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Grumpy, I finally got the 4 laps in, so we're at 2.5 miles.
There you go.
After horrendously on Saturday getting covered in nothing but mud and goose shit.
How'd you do that? Actually, you know what? I don't want to know.
It involves a quagmire. And 2 dogs. Chasten heard the story. It was horrendous. And I thought it was mud. And I realized, and I went back when I was running today, and I passed by it. I realized that wasn't just mud, because I could still see my footprint.
So we're eating grass now.
No,
that kind of day?
I just fell.
He's
on
talking to the
Saturday.
dog.
Yeah, just trying. Oh, you're talking to the dog. Fair.
Yeah, she just walked over from our pool and she had like a blade of grass in her mouth. I'm like, okay.
Doesn't that mean that there's like something wrong? They're trying to like settle their stomach or something like that?
Yep.
Sometimes, but like
Sometimes the dogs
mom
are stupid
has-
though to eat it.
my mom has horses and dogs, and the dogs watch the horses eat grass, and so they start doing it.
And also
It
puppies just
does-
like chewing things. Yeah, they're young.
Yeah.
Look, my dog's a vegan. I knew it. No, that's a horse.
But it's like not.
That's a horse. You got a horse dog.
And
It's a hog.
Uh-huh. Oh man.
I don't know what.
Fair enough though. Dude, I was out jogging today during my 4 laps and I ran into this fat pitty, and it was short, and it was like trying, like there was the guy running with it. He was athletically built, and he was out there, and you could see the dog was like slowly behind him, like just trotting, trying to keep up and panting all out. I'm like, bro, your dog's fat and he's done with your active lifestyle, man. It's just not nice.
The dog's trying.
Yeah, that dog didn't make it. Like I passed by him. The guy went with me for 2 laps, so he did about a little over a mile, and then he went up. That dog I saw laying in the parking lot. The guy had to pick him up and put him in the car, which was adorable. I'm like, I don't blame you. If I just went from no activity to running 1.2 miles at fucking like that dude's pace, I'd be pissed too. Poor thing. It was great though. Makes me want a dog so badly, but goddamn this apartment. One day. But I don't see Cook, so I don't see him responding. I think Chaston's right, but it makes me wonder what could he be out doing? Because it's not farming season, and his mom's probably doesn't have him doing something. So.
Also, he does his. If he does gardening, he does it in the morning and like midday. He doesn't.
That's fair. Listen, I don't know Cook's personal schedule.
I don't know personally. I just know he doesn't do it like late afternoon.
As the
he's
keeper,
never-
you're supposed to
never-
know his personal schedule.
That's fair.
No, I don't know what that will.
No, better than I do, apparently.
Yeah.
But not fair. Then I mean, well, he doesn't seem like his mother's the type who yells at him to do things. So I wonder what he's up to. And I know it's not a girl.
Perhaps his brother. I don't know.
No, he wouldn't miss D&D for his brother, unless he was in prison and he was going to laugh at him. Like that, I could see Cook missing fucking D&D to go laugh at.
No, even the prison thing. Hunter went on D&D day last time.
That's fair. So yeah, no, I don't know. He doesn't have schoolwork, so like I said, if he's not here in the 4 minutes, he's gonna have to figure it out as far as it goes. We need you to call your dragon side. Listen, you know, it really sucks because he's got some really powerful shit that could be really useful if you guys find that fucking portal.
What portal?
Yeah.
Because technically,
The portal.
if
That's the big problem.
if that portal has anything to do with magic, I think Cook had, when I was talking to Cook about it at some point, Dispel Magic, I realized technically could confirm hit it no matter what once, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
That's not an attack. That's a save.
True. That is true.
No,
is
but
it? Is it?
It's a
His
save.
save, even his save ability is marked as an auto DC 30.
Actually, no. Those are different because it's based on your ability. You have to make an ability check. It's not about saves.
Yeah.
Off spellcasting, that goes off your stat.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
it's
fair.
not boosted.
Still, it's something to keep in mind, though. He's got some options with it if you guys have to deal with these major magic casters. He's got a really good build for it. So. Oh. What's going on? Who's typing in general?
It's just Caleb jumping chats.
It's
I mean, like,
he's good at that.
Mayo, my man. God damn it. Yeah.
I'm a high anti-magic build, but I'm only high magic build for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and everyone within 10 feet of me, but people usually aren't within 10 feet of me.
Well, like I said, if he ain't here, that's on him. So he'll figure it out. Ugh. God damn though.
Who we kill him first?
I think we're just going to go into war speed, killing anything we come across as we go through this Hothlands.
So whoever hits us first. Okay.
Let me go grab
Yeah.
that real quick.
Whoever looks at us the wrong way, honestly.
Good to know that's Bastion.
Bastion's mad because we've taken 2 cities down and he has not yet gotten to kill anybody.
That's so true.
Hey, we're going against armies this time. You'll get to kill things.
I mean, we killed Rylos. That counts.
Well, no, he's saying he personally hasn't gotten it.
Also, I've been curious. How does Tigdrick feel that Bastion is essentially like the biggest rival to Logolthus at this point? Maybe not strength-wise, but like
I don't really care.
Ability-wise.
ability-wise. Yeah. Because I have the only other lineage that can, I'm exempt from the dead thing. I can bring
Look.
people back.
Tigdrick's pretty simple. You don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with you. You fuck with him, he fucks with you.
I've also tried to save Tigdrick a couple times. So.
You also tried to kill me a couple of times, so they've canceled out.
Well, yeah. Hey, man.
In non-discreet ways that I can't link directly to you, so.
I think the only one that Bastion
You
has
pushed Sieko onto
some
me.
way to kill is Sieko.
Hello.
No, you pushed Sieko onto both me, Goji, and Daka, I believe.
I feel like Bastion knows this point. If an enemy has a sufficiently strong Sieko, will attack them, no questions asked. He doesn't care.
God damn.
I'm like an attack dog that wants to be an attack dog.
This
I
is
just
what
enjoy
he
what I
does. He's sitting over here like, let me off leash, man. Let me go. Anything. That child, I don't care.
Hey,
No, that's Eki's.
That's Equus.
Or
Yeah.
Equus, yeah.
No, that guy has decent muscles. I'll be right back.
That's fair. Oh, Are you fucking killing me, Caleb? I was gonna say, Caleb, I swear to God, if you had deafened right in the middle of session, I was about to smack you.
As he hits 6'10", just Devin's gone.
Like, you motherfucker, I don't care what you're doing. Fucking tell him to pipe down for a minute. Are you good, or do you need a minute? Because again, I'll wait an extra 5 minutes. We're doing the full 2-hour minimum session, maybe probably 3, depending on what you guys.
It's a
do.
combat
going-
session. It'll be 3.
4.
Yeah,
We're gonna kill all the cities.
it is. It's only the lore sessions and the RPing sessions. I've realized that you guys cut pretty early at like 2 hours and then walk combat. You're like,
We don't cut shit. You cut the shit.
And I'm making it a good combat session. I just rolled some shatter into
Oh.
the middle of this doobie.
Nice. I'm about to take a hit. And while I do, because you have the you are the second most reliable person to remember what's going on last session. Congratulations, Grumpy. What?
Second? What the hell?
Yes.
I thought for sure you were about to say me. I was just gonna laugh.
No, I rely on Chaston to be my first because he remembers all this shit because he reads the book, so he kind of has to remember all this shit.
That's not remembering the session. That's remembering just lore.
But that's why I know he's gonna remember what happened last time in campaign. Congratulations, Grumpy. You're second best, and that's a compliment.
I'll settle for tie with first, thank you.
Well, prove it. Tell us what happened last time while I take a hit from this.
So last time we were in the giant wog when, after doing our rounds of scouting, thinking of a plan to go forward, and both me and Equess, using my newly made rod, breaking down an old spear that Shaco had lying around, teleported into the city, bypassing anti-magic field to try and kill the casters, while the rest went to the entrance and distracted them while we did this. Daka had a whole history lesson while we were doing our stealth mission. It was amazing. He got through 4 chapters, only 4 chapters, sadly, but it was quite amazing. He covered, the tactics we were going to use, color theory, all sorts, in orc biology. It was a great lesson that
but it all was encapsulated. But don't forget Orc Zoo.
Orc Zoo, yes, Orc Zoo was the author or the source of all this knowledge, and Bastion was, upset as to having to sit there, understandably, and Sieka was playing with a ballista bolt, and then me and Equess snuck down, found the casters after avoiding some guards and some alarms, noticing that these bunkers these casters were hiding in to keep up the magic was full of very combustible lyrium and mana, in which I constructed a bomb to go off, and we dipped out of there, and the whole city fucking exploded after Daka yelled bang. Quite impressive. And then a giant blood dragon popped out of the city that was turning into a giant fucking lyrium freaking thing, in which the rest of us teleported out, except for Daka because he wore a fucking cloak that stops fucking magic. It's okay. He had some panties though that helped him escape. It was very good. Get out of jail panties, as they are called. And then we on my dude. I said that wrong. Whatever. We met up back at the city of Raktra, knowing it wasn't over, essentially, because there's a fucking blood dragon that was going to come chase us now. But we went on to finishing our quest, in quotations, of just destroying a bunch of cities that fucked with us. Then we headed towards the Drow. When we got there, though, it was already destroyed. It made us very sad. Everyone was covered in fucking, siphoned or needle-like wounds with all their blood drained. Very weird. Seemed like it was very sudden. We poked around a bit, found a random kid. Apparently, he was a cool sorcerer. And some adventurers came to the Drowlands that we recognized, looking to kill us, but it was old forms of us, so they didn't recognize until Bastion decided to flash his true form for some reason as they left. They still left though. It was fine. Then we decided to leave, and then a blood dragon attacked us. Then we kicked its ass and stole its soul. That's it. Then we headed toward the Tothlands. That's it.
And while second best, he is the most detailed and thorough of the bunch.
Hyder first.
Grumpy's gonna hold on to that no matter what we do here. Yes. He was angry, we went to the next city, found it destroyed, found a survivor, Equestus traumatized him in seconds of meeting him. We
Very
left,
true.
found Dragon again, we killed it, broke its crystal ball, he died forever. And that was the eloquently summed up version by Caleb.
Of the second half.
No, that's him summing up everything. You know, the first half
the first part
didn't
wasn't
matter
important, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, pretext doesn't matter when you murder people. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, we are down to DACA, unfortunately. As is noted, unfortunately, Cook has decided not to bless us with his greetings. We assume he's been kidnapped. Or maybe he's out on a walk and he lost track of time. Who knows? But, we digress and we continue on. As you all are flying over the vast ocean for days on end, heading down to the Toth Island aboard DACA's ship. DACA, during one of the days, kind of seeming to go back in one of the areas, isolating himself, coming back and looking, growing larger, with growing a slight beard that looks to be well groomed in, and now having a strange marking on his chest that goes unseen due to his clothing. That is now slightly ripped and torn due to his size increase almost overnight. As you notice that his robes are gone, his body looks to be somewhat leaner, and even more muscular. As he comes forward to continue driving the ship. You also notice that suddenly little mushrooms are popping up in the back of the ship and beginning to grow. Did that motherfucker deafen at the beginning?
Oh no.
I swear to God. Anyways, alright, wait, hold up, where is it? Do I still, I don't have my camera plugged in anymore. Alright, that's fine. Note, the invisible figure moving one step closer.
Alright.
We'll just use this one for, actually, wait, hold up, I have his marker. I've got his marker in brass. Alright. Oh no, I see Robert messaging me. No, that happened during the trip. Yes, that would have happened during the time period. Mm-hmm. I'm coming back. Alright.
Okay.
Give me a second, I'm just re-getting my thoughts here now. Alright. Slowly, we return. But yeah, so as you lot find yourselves outside of coming to this large island, passing the Isle of Man in the distance, now finally setting your eyes on the city of the Toth, or what you expect, having no understanding of the species, no history of what they look like. You all begin heading towards the northern shore. Without a map, you have no idea what city this is, where you're at, but as you come closer, seeing the blackened beaches with what looks to be bleached white bones just laid out in a macabre... Alright, Robert, please handle this. You are probably the best person to help with this. But yeah, so as you all... Sorry, I need a close Discord. That's just got me laughing here, because I've been there as well. But all right, as I was saying, yeah, as you see these blackened, sandy beaches, polished, weird bones, almost laid out in a macabre design of what they look like, perfectly when they were alive, with all of the meat picked clean. You notice large runic statues all across the edges of the beach, where the dirt meets the sand itself. From this distance, standing roughly from this distance, you all can't get a very good height of him, but you'd guess with being currently about 100 feet away from the island, they're big enough to notice, so you'd guesstimate between 10 to 20 feet. Seeing runes all carved on them, seeing a sheen of light kind of going or encompassing the entirety of the continent. And as the ship continues going more and more forward, then you begin to see why this would be different. As you start to get ecstatic as a party, thinking for a moment, this will be just as easy as the last one, you see what Robot has set up. Massive machines with what looks to be huge crystal or soulstone crystals at the ends of them, siphoning from what looks to be these giant containers full of creatures as you guys come in now only 50 feet from the beaches, still about 100 feet in the air. You can see that there is some sort of strange liquid floating in these things as the giant cannons start to kind of slowly tilt up and start aiming towards towards the Wog. Daka begins to take a quick maneuvering action and pulls you all back as he turns around. After you rapidly turn around at top speeds, you come suddenly yourselves about 200 feet away from the beaches with the guns stop shooting at you all as the Wog comes to a pause. What would you all like to do?
What were they shooting?
It looked to be just magic beams of energy. You didn't see a spell on it. It didn't look any familiar to a spell that you'd recognize. Like nothing that specifically you've seen cast at this point or anything like that sticks to it.
There's like turrets around the beachhead, so there's no way we can go around them.
As Daka kind of taking this into account, starts to circle the entire island, taking the extra day as you all kind of do. You see these things are set up at all the exterior cities on the beachheads, basically, of the areas. But you do see where Robot has clearly set up camps with his Warforge, having secured these specific towns that are closest to the edges of the territory, and seem to be the ones kind of working on those cannons. However, as you all watch, you do notice these things aren't manned.
Well, gentlemen, what do you think they're targeting? Living people? Probably. That's my guess.
Living people and anything that approaches the landmass that's not like theirs, most likely. Probably anything that moves.
I mean,
his whole thing is getting rid of all living beings, so.
All flesh-based creatures.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you all give me a history check real quick? See what you know about the talk.
7.
Nat
Nice.
20 for-
Starting out strong. 8.
I got a nat 20.
Okay. And then request.
Does Daka need to roll?
No, I'm not gonna have Daka roll. He's not here for it.
Fair.
10. Okay.
Nice.
All right. As you all take a moment, Bastion and Equest, you're not familiar with these areas well enough. Bastion, you've never traveled these parts before. And Equest, you never bothered traveling this far south when you were out on your own. Giving neither of you any prior information. Taktrick, your hive, at one point, you remember hearing a story muttered about the other workers. About the hive at one point having many generations past trying to relocate into a land that had something similar to the Toth nearby. And historically, apparently when this happened, something along the lines that you recall them talking about was the creatures, the Toth themselves seem to enslave every creature that comes around them, and they're very good at it. Where they may first be beaten in a war, it was common knowledge for most of them to come and find some sort of science, some sort of magic, as they had done with every other creature, and slowly either enslave them or arrest them. Give me a minute. Someone's calling me. That's why I'm slightly distracted. One moment, boys.
Do we have anything longer range than these cannons have? Oh, well, we have quests. That's one thing, but anything else?
Or what, 100 feet out?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can fireball up to 150 feet with the necklace, but I doubt that would do much to the cannons.
Mm-hmm. Limited resources, yeah.
My only thing longer is my lair action.
Apologies about that. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so...
Would we have gotten a long rest, by the way?
Yes, you would have. Yeah, you've heard of basically that these creatures have enslaved and managed to grab up any other Thri-kreen that have come near, any creatures from the Underdark that have tried to settle. It didn't matter how big they were. Sieko, when you start to think back on it, you remember your father studying these creatures, these Toth, and even commenting that they are the most adaptive mages that had ever existed, that they created magic that would slowly enhance and make the best out of any slave and any race that they could find on how to capture them. They were perfectionists, basically, at enslaving others. And that they specifically did not use anything other than very basic magic in their designs of equipment and such, besides for their enslaving equipment. No time did you ever remember hearing him talk about something like these cannons or anything of that sort. Yeah, there you go.
Also, Grumpy, I tell you what I said. I do have some cantrips to do 120 feet. That's about it, though.
I'll look to Equus and ask if they could try and target the container that seems to be the fuel for these guns.
Equus is gonna just kind of look at you and cock their head to the right. Oh, what am I going to do that for?
Just break the gun. So we can get through.
You got the wrong person for that. Give me a moment.
Oh.
Who the fuck was that guy?
I think he's done it before.
Not that voice.
Not that one?
No.
What's going on? What's going on? Where am I? Oh.
Oh, we're gonna kill the Toth, or robot, or both.
Oh.
Probably both.
As a question
Okay.
shakes their head to switch personalities for a moment.
I grab my bow and ready it. Where am I shooting?
The container. Look for any spot that looks the weakest on the container. You probably have a good eye for that.
Oh.
That's holding all of the fuel for the guns.
This is going down, and Bastion is just like staring at Equus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he would love to know how their mind works, but the last time he tried to, they were all screaming at once. So,
Yeah.
It's like
I'd like to give back.
Good.
I want to like shrug in Bastion's direction, like I don't fucking know either.
Just
I'm gonna walk
never
over.
pet the cactus. That's my advice to you.
I'll walk to an opening and I'll begin looking for a weak spot on these guns.
Okay. Give me a perception. Give me an investigation check.
Alright.
Can I assist or do it as well?
Sure.
Please.
telepathically to Sieko, I'm like, is it like a revolving door? They just like go in and the next one comes out?
I think they all have like
Uh,
triggers that cause them to.
As you two are having this conversation, Equus kind of starts like looking out down through the bomber door or bay doors, and looking down at the guns as the wog's just kind of floating there. And as Tictor kind of like leans over and starts to point at something to kind of focus Equus's perspective, between the two of you, you start to notice the tubes at the top seem to be what's connecting into the guns and seems to be whatever that is powering these things, whether it be raw magic or some sort of other form of material.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I'll look through my scope and try and see if I can identify what material it's made of.
With that investigation check, I'll say with Grumpy or with Tictric's help, I will say, yeah, you as you kind of look at it and like really focus in on it, you recognize it seems to be a mix of lyrium and iron. from the materials. As you can see the iron material pretty clearly, and it seems to slightly glow as it almost moves organically as you notice some of the flow of whatever this is that's powering the machine kind of expands into it and then contracts throughout as if something like bigger is moving through it.
I'll ask Equus, are you still able to fire accurately if something's tied to your arrow? I'm not an archer, I don't know.
It shouldn't be that much harder. I might have to adjust a bit for the like maybe the line or the aim itself to counter for the weight. But I should
Cool.
probably be able to make my mark.
Because I have these mini bombs that blow up with magic.
Ooh, how does it work?
It just sucks up magic when it, impacts something hard
All right, I'll pull
and
out-
explodes when it's full.
I'll pull out 5 arrows.
Okay.
And I'll pull out those gemstones that I fashioned to makeshift bombs,
Uh-huh.
tie one to the end of their arrow, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, you're gonna be at disadvantage when you take a shot because of the weight, but that's literally it.
Yeah, I will like kind of test it to see how the weight's gonna be, and then try to adjust my arm.
All right. You know what? You want to do this? Okay, let's see what happens. All right.
Disadvantage.
Let me pull up my. Let's see if you can hit it, and let's pull up that table and get it ready.
All right, let me know when you got it up.
How far
you-
can you shoot? Because you might want to back up.
You're good. Yeah, you're currently 200 feet from the beachhead itself, so
Let's
that's,
go 500 feet away. I know you
Yeah,
go long range.
I think it's best. I can shoot at a maximum of what is this?
600.
Yeah, 600
Oh,
feet.
I thought you said 1300 or something like
I'm
that.
I'm trying to remember because I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
It's sharpshooter makes the little gray text on your bow the actual max range, which is
Okay.
600.
All right.
I'm trying to remember why I thought I had it. Or I was able to shoot from a mile.
All right. So you said 500 feet.
Let's go the extra
Yep.
100.
600 then.
Okay.
We go full 600.
Daka kind of just sighs, moves the ship another 100 feet.
A little bit.
And then turns the ship on its side so that the bomber bay doors turn now into a large window. And just kind of waits.
All right, I'll take my shot.
All right, let's see what you got. So take a shot at disadvantage. AC.
I like to imagine this whole time Sieko and I are still having a conversation about Equest's brain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you.
Like
beat
we're
the
getting
AC.
antsy because we can't punch anything yet.
Okay. Would you like to roll it, or shall I, Caleb?
What am I rolling?
A D2 or a D100 and a D20.
Oh wow, this is just like Cameron's campaign.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the D100.
Cap.
That's a 6,
Cap.
and here's the D20. That's a nat 1.
Cap. You watch as the that one gun turret suddenly explodes in a glamorous light show that shoots up. As you put your thumb out to it, almost 100 feet in the air, creating a large, almost like magically encased mushroom cloud that then slowly sucks back in and then explodes again as you hear the explosion now coming towards you, and then feel the pressure as the wave kind of comes washes over the ship, causing it to shift around a bit. And as the light clears and the sound kind of panders off in the distance, you look on and you see a small petrified stone mushroom where the gun was.
I say that worked, huh?
That was pretty. Can I have another?
Sure. There's more guns.
There's one almost every 30 feet around this island.
How many do you think we should clear, guys, before we have a good pathway in?
I mean, how much does it look like the guns can rotate, Liam? Are they 360? Or
Yeah, they seem to be.
Okay, so
Well, they're just the perimeter, so we have to take out a number so we can just go through.
Yeah.
I'll
Do you think we could estimate that? DM?
Yeah, give me. Sorry, I was checking my phone to see if Cook had messaged me. Because it's over by my fucking charger. Let me see. Let me pull up everything here. So you're trying to estimate. So you're trying to estimate how many guns there are to get through the perimeter line.
How many we need
Yeah.
to destroy so we can get through without getting shot?
As you look about, well, to get into this town that is slowly, as you kind of, now being at a distance, notice the small kind of hills off to the side, and notice the cove that goes into the town, naturally creating a trade town. You notice the turrets pretty much are scattered about the walls of this small town. They seem to use these quite often. You'd estimate to get through, you'd probably have to knock it out at every single city, but besides that, just to get in through the perimeter, they're probably no more than 15 with the size of the wall. I mean, if you guys decide to shrink the wall down and go ashore by walking or swimming, you'd probably be better off, is what you'd assume, because then you'd probably be able to walk through the one.
We can take out
I
probably
mean,
a couple more and then just walk through. Yeah.
take out like 2 more, so 11, a safe line of 3 to go through. And
Okay.
we'll just walk
Sounds
in.
good.
All right, let's go. Equest, let's get 2 more attacks.
All right, and I will be using 2 of my +3 arrows.
Really want to
Get that extra edge.
gotta make sure you really hit it.
Yeah, man.
I just want to put out 3 without the +3 arrow last time.
Yeah,
It's a 33.
yeah, that
30.
hits for the first one, and for the second one.
All right.
Jesus, I think you have to roll on that one to miss.
That's a 29.
Yeah, that also hits. So, all right, let's get give me 2 d20s and 2 d100 rolls.
All right.
That was a waste of +3 arrows.
It was 100%. Oh, another 6.
A 5 and a 1.
A 5 and a 1. Oh, good. Okay, so 5 and a 1. All right.
And for the 2.
You want another nat 1?
Yep.
Yes. A 14 and a 5.
They're low rolls.
Jesus, man.
I'm using the new Baldur's Gate 3 dice.
Yeah,
They ain't treating you good, man.
Caleb, they hate you. They
Yeah.
hate you.
Yeah.
You see a flash of light. One of the guns disappears. The other just erupts as the arcane energies kind of explode out, and the gun seems to melt down. The metal itself kind of melting into a solid goo until the contraption kind of breaks apart. Doc is still sitting over here at 600 feet and just kind of looking at y'all, waiting for further orders.
Is there anything hazardous coming from the guns?
You can't tell from this distance. Looking at it, you see that they're all smoke, or the one that was melted is smoking up a bluish and black smoke. But besides that, nothing catches your attention.
All right, let's slowly approach then, I guess.
All right. Daka continues on flies the ship in. Are you guys going to be dropping off at the beach? Are you dropping in the water to swim ashore? What's the plan?
It's Normandy.
I mean, I'm not gonna be swimming, but I will be flying near the water. I can't
Okay.
swim. Like,
I mean, we can't get super close with the big ship
Yeah.
because we didn't destroy enough.
we have to drop the.
I'm a bottom treader, so I can just walk up the bank.
Okay.
I mean, all the off-roader, I can carry Bastion in on my low flight.
Yeah.
I mean, I could fly if I wanted to.
He just doesn't want to.
He wants to use his feet.
Yeah, go for it. All right.
All right. And then Equest is going to use the broom, I assume?
I will
What's
use-
more intimidating than a drow just walking out of the water?
Good point. Before we go any further, I'll link us all with telepathy.
Okay. And then, just to confirm, Equest, are you using the broom, or are you going to
Yeah, I'm
swim
gonna
in?
use the broom.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the broom.
Alright, as Daka kind of opens up kind of turns the ship back on its side, flies in about 100 feet from the shores, and stops, and then just kind of waits for you all to jump out.
Yeah.
Like a soccer mom getting rid of 7 kids, and we're waiting so she can throw a party.
We use the dropout bottom.
One by one,
See.
slowly dropping out.
Drop on, go.
As you each, one by one, Seko jumping out, sprouting out his wings, Bastion dropping straight into the water,
A
Equest jumping...
superhero landing in the ocean.
Oh,
It's easier
Okay.
on the knees.
Yeah, as you land into the water underneath, you see a small, little sea turtle kind of looks up at you as you land, as your only audience, and swims away.
He didn't applaud. Very sad.
It doesn't seem the sea turtle took understanding of it, other than scared that this thing just drops in the ocean. Equest dropping out, flying, or pulling out the broom and floating away a decent speed. And finally, Tick-Trick, are you dropping out and sprouting your wings?
Yep.
Alright, as you drop down and sprout out your wings and catch up with the rest of the party, you all go in low next to the water. And Daka turns and pulls away, not having any idea what he's planning as he turns back towards the Isle of Man direction. You all start to slowly meander your way onto the beach, as one by one you land. The last coming out as Bastion, kind of hair stuck down onto his face slightly. The clothes, so they're wet, but for some reason still staying in perfect form. Realizing that they're part of a skin in a sense, as the illusion goes, not changing their shape. But as you all get on, you see the turrets being worked on as a couple of Warforged seem to be tinkering with it, completely ignoring you all. The city just about 50 feet over the hill embankment, and as you see off to the sides, about 30 feet on either side of you, you see a large 10-foot tall stone with a bunch of runes carved in it, and that seems to be creating a slightly sheening light of a wall right in front of you.
What is it?
What do the runes say?
As you look at it, you go up and poke it. It seems to push you away slightly, Tick-Trick. Bastion, do you have Eyes of the Runekeeper?
I do not.
Okay. Do you speak Primordial by chance?
All languages.
He speaks all.
Motherfucker, that's why you asked.
Yup.
You do. Perfect. So for those who do, as you read it, it just all it states is those who have not passed the test may not leave, and those who have yet to become one cannot join.
What's the stone made of, or is it just stone?
As you look it up and down, it is a 10-foot soul stone. This thing is carved and well designed. Looking up and down is a full column with what looks to be an art depiction of different Toth achievements throughout history. I won't. I can go into the description of them if you'd like it, or I can just let you all look at it and fuck around with it. Okay, do you want a history lesson here? That's the question, Tick-Trick.
If it's not important, then nah.
Okay. That's why I'm not asking you to roll. So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, as you all take a look, the thing carved up and down seems to have that written into it. There isn't each of the runes that are carved in, reading this in Primordial, seem to be magically charged with a spell.
I will tell them what it says.
Okay. As you turn back and mention this, Equest reading alongside you.
I think the only one that can't read.
I can't read it.
Is Grumpy.
Tick-Trick just kind of nodding along, I assume.
Oh, yes, I understand, yes. It is what it says, yes.
All right.
Well, what is this test?
How are we gonna deal with it? I don't think we're part of the one.
The Warforged just kind of ignore you as they continue working away at the melted turret, slowly picking up globs of iron and trying to stick it back on.
Man, that's gonna take a while. Good luck to that guy. Did this field, was it always here? Or is it just,
Yeah. No, it seems to have
Blare
always been here as far as it goes. The arrows seem to have pierced right through it to hit the cannons.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'll stick a knife, or poke the field with a knife. What happens? Not magical.
Yeah,
Knife.
the knife just goes right through.
But it stops my hand, I assume.
Yes.
So it blocks living creatures.
Hmm. Interesting.
Put my hand
Are
on
there
it.
certain spells that make you appear dead?
I think there's literally a spell called Feign Death.
Yeah. Well, and also, Quest, what'd you say?
I put my hand out, seeing if I could.
Yeah, you put your
Pass.
hand. You put your hand out, and as it touches it, you feel it push you, but it pushes back. It resists.
Yeah, it was worth it. Or I was curious based on technically how I was born.
No worries. As you all look it on, the Warforged kind of turns around, noticing you all, kind of walks over and just kind of stands there. And then seeing the glimmer of the shield, kind of stands and waits as it stares at you ominously, only a few feet in front of you, be right behind the pillar. As you look him up and down, you see a massive sun sword on his side hilt. Sun sword, for those who don't know, referencing a weapon that literally glows like sunlight, basically.
Yeah, it's a lightsaber.
Yeah, basically. And as you look him up and down, you also notice he has two large iron horns that have kind of slowly started to stick out of the forehead. The creature looks very similar to a robot in that very traditional, simple-looking Warforged design. A giant purple stone in his chest, very prominently shown, but encased with what looks to be a tinted glass, and then surrounded by gold all around it. The rest of the body seems to be made of some sort of iron mix. As it looks at you and just kind of waits. It only stands about 6 feet tall, though.
Wonder if I can try something.
Sure.
I need guidance though, because I don't know the fucking language. But I'm wondering if I can modify the stone to say something else, because it's carved.
It is. You can clearly see it is carved.
Can you write it out if you have in text, so I can see if I can modify it in a way?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first I should ask: do I know if it's possible to modify it?
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Can I write out the written alphabet of Primordial to help?
14.
14. As you look it up and down, modifying already designed runes can cause the magic to go fully awry. So you may not necessarily have to change or actually put anything useful in there. However, the issue is it's unstable. You won't know what the reaction is depending on how the rune is modified. There's no scientific study on what happens when runes are messed with, because most people have seen that they just explode.
What I'm hearing is we could modify it, or I could just punch it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna punch it?
You do notice the pillar's not within the force field; it's standing outside of it.
I'm gonna.
fine with you punching it.
I'm gonna.
I will back away.
If everyone wants to back off, I'm willing to punch it.
Back off to the edge of the beach? I guess Bastion can go in the water.
I'll get in the air.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead,
Hop
Aquas.
on my broom.
Okay.
I'll hop on my broom and start going away.
Alright,
I
you
just
all,
want to learn to start to punching things.
as you all start to slowly back away, the Warforged just kind of stands there, and then as he sees Siako start to warm up and getting the fist back up, it draws its sword ready to go. And it starts whistling and sounding an alarm out loud. It starts screeching.
Very suddenly, I'm gonna pull out the great sword of firelight thing, and I'm gonna slam the blunt end into the fucking.
Which sword?
My great sword of fiery life stealing.
Okay. Oh yeah. So I've got a terror. This is gonna be great.
I pull out this huge sword and I swing like a bat right into the fucking stone.
Let's roll to hit. Let's see what you can do.
It's a 32 to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Yeah. So we're starting with 15 slashing, and all of my attacks get my bonus thing now. So I have to go to Hands of a Right. I'll just make this force, and that's 40 more force damage.
As you slam your blade into the stone pillar. Yeah, there you go.
Every hit, the advanced divine smite thing.
As you slam into it, your sword begins to glow from the amount of power you pump into it as your hands start to push your magic into it, forcing it to expand. The weapon feeds off it, slamming into the pillar. The pillar begins to doesn't budge as if the sword's hitting it, just doesn't do anything. You feel your wrist start to shake. You feel the entirety of the air start to static for a moment, and then the pillar starts to slightly budge, and you hear sound. And as the sword begins to bend from Sieko's strength around the pillar, The pillar tips over and cracks as it slams into the ground onto a rock protruding from the ground. And slowly you watch as the shield kind of slightly glimmers and then starts to stabilize for a moment and then stops, and then that little area seems to open up as the rest seems to re-glimmer once again.
Is it like a straight column?
Opening up
Up.
about a 10-foot wide wall and about a roughly kind of almost like a half circle up, about another 30 feet up, kind of coming to a peak.
I did it.
And the Warforged immediately turns and is going to Misty Step the fuck out as it realizes something bad is happening.
I think he wants this smoke.
Anything else?
It disappears into the city as the pillar itself cracks. You see some sparks come off the pillar for a moment, and as it kind of steps away a few extra inches. Sword now bent.
I'm gonna jettison back with my wings.
Okay. The pillar begins to static more and static a little bit more, and then it gives off a small explosion of 5 feet around it of this purplish smoke, and then seems to dissipate. As you look, the entire area around the pillar is slightly melted, and all the grass and sand that was there, the sand being turned to a solid glass, the grass having burnt away, and the dirt having been compacted and hardened down to almost what looks to be like a really solid stone.
Ooh, cool.
I turn to give a thumbs up to the others.
Nice. Is there any more stones that we can destroy?
You see, yeah, there's another one 30 feet from the one you just destroyed.
I can go for round 2.
There's one every 30 feet from what you can tell.
I would say destroy the ones we can. That way, it takes longer for them to repair it.
If you want, I can do a speed fly around, just swing punches at them as I fly by.
Well, you can't go near the turrets. Just the 3 we've cleared those stones.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright, I'll punch the next one.
As the party is watching this from a distance, Yeko turns and starts walking over to the next one. You're gonna punch this one. By the way, your sword is destroyed. Your great sword. It is no longer effective. Yeah.
That was a really powerful sword.
Yeah, it was.
Well, yeah. I'll punch this one.
Okay. Give me another attack.
This one's gonna catch these hands. Well, not if it's a nat one.
Roll to confirm.
I mean, I can, but it's not going to do anything.
No, but Pillar might get a punch in on you.
16.
Okay.
No. I'm just going to keep swinging. It's a pillar. It's not fighting back.
Standing here.
I'm carefully watching how these stones work, by the way, as he's
21.
destroying them.
21 hits, and Quest's like standing on the fucking broom like a surfboard.
11 bludgeoning and 35 force.
And you're gonna jump back again. Give me a dex save.
Alright, let's see. That's a 27.
As you jump back immediately after hitting it, you feel your fist connect with the pillar, cracking the stone right where you touch it, and immediately the electricity starts to sting your hands. Moments feeling some sort of slight eminence of death as you back away and you watch as the pillar cracks and slides off to the side, and then yet again explodes and leaves nothing but very compacted dirt and burnt sand turned to glass as it's destroyed. You do hear off in the distance a commotion coming towards you with your passive perception.
Can we see anything?
A dust cloud that is about a mile wide, coming from the south.
I think a lot of things are coming this way.
You guys want to back up and then...
We can back up and see what happens.
We all can fly, right?
Yeah, we can.
How about we feint and go to a separate part of the island?
We can if you want.
I like that plan. Whatever they might think.
Okay.
Who's slowest here?
That would be Quest on their broom, I believe.
Yeah, I got a 40 feet walking speed, and with this broom, I think it's now at 30.
Yeah, it's not the fastest of the group.
Okay, I'll haste them, and then let's circle.
Are you circling the entire continent, or...?
How far you guys around do you want to go?
Caleb, your broom, because you're not carrying that much, is 50 feet.
Yeah, here, to give
never
you
mind.
reference here, I'll put a perspective where you guys right now are. And then I'll also circle the capital, just so you know, for reference. So the little circle you'll see here in a minute is U-Lot. The big circle is not U-Lot. That is the capital.
I mean, we can just
So-
go like to the right a bit, poke some more.
Like right towards Genis or towards fucking Nox?
Nox, I would say.
You can go down to Nox.
Alright. As you all, Bastion, are you gonna sprout your wings and fly after with the party, I assume, as well, just to confirm? Give him a sec, he's on mute.
Oh, he's been gone.
Sorry, back. Oh, you've been gone.
Yeah, I had to run to the
Where did you
bathroom.
leave?
After the thing fell, I had to let the dogs in.
Okay,
Oh,
so we destroyed another stone.
Yeah, I broke a second one.
Nice.
And now Norm,
So-
what they think is a mile-long
Yeah,
force coming
there's-
towards you.
There's a mile-long dust cloud coming towards us, so we can either see what happens, or we can go over to another city and let this be like a feint maneuver.
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
Alright. You all begin to fly. Now, are you flying north to Genis or Nox, or south to the
We're going to Nox. How
Okay.
fast is your fly speed, Robert?
30.
I'll haste you then.
Okay. So as you all keep up at roughly about 60 feet, going down the shore, more of the guns seem to be set up, but they don't seem to shoot at any of you actively. You see Warforged working on them, moving stuff around, piles of bodies as you go down the beach of what looks to be Toth and other creatures such as halflings. And a couple of creatures you don't recognize, as many of you haven't seen. One catches your attention as a hairless gnoll, and a few short-haired gnolls.
That's
But
weird.
as the Warforged are just piling them up and lighting them on fire, you, after about a few hours, come to the edge, or come down to the southern territory and see the castle city of Nox. Nox itself, and let me pull up the thing here. It is a massive city with large, as you can see as you kind of fly above the shield, just kind of looking down towards, as you can see it from the outer area or edge of the island, is a massive city with laboratories and schools scattered about it, different pipes of strange liquids flowing around. Normally, supposedly, as most people have heard, is that this is one of their more fortified cities due to the fact that being on the edge, and it being a city that had a few merchants that had come in and out of it. The city itself, though, as you look down, is full of nothing but Warforged walking about, golems, and as for a moment you spot a very large amethyst-looking dragon flying about the city's castle keep itself, as it disappears into the back of it. The shield, of course, still being up in this area, so you can't really poke right through.
Mm-hmm. Okay, try again. Destroy 3, destroy the stones, see what the reaction is, and go from there.
I mean, I guess so. I think we're gonna get the same reaction of an army rushing towards us, but you know.
All right, let's. I'll just have you roll it once to see if you can manage it. So go ahead, Sieko.
Well, it's not
Oh.
Sieko, it's the destroying the turrets first, right? With the arrows.
Are you going to? They're not shooting at you lot as you're kind of flying about.
Are we close enough that they would be shooting us?
You are far closer than the airship or than the WOG got. The
I
WOG only got
I think
100
they
feet.
only shoot large structures like ships and stuff.
It's risky, because if you break the stone, then we get peppered.
I'm
So-
not saying that. I'm just letting you guys know that part. You
Mhm.
keep that in mind.
So
If
that's
you
a
want
30.
to hit it,
That 35 to hit.
I'm
As he
staying back.
As he heads, as Sieko heads down towards the beach, standing near one of the guns, the gun doesn't even seem to react to you lot. As you all kind of back off, back over the water once again. 35 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yep. 11, and then it's 37 force.
And I assume you're going to back up again. Give me a dex save.
As well, it's 21.
Okay. As you again rush in, slamming into three of these pillars, one after another, watching as they slowly crack. They blow up, get destroyed, and one even seems to petrify itself in the entirety little area around it, but not managing to keep its magic as you open up a very large hole in this shield. A few moments goes by. Nothing happens. The Warforged that were working the cannons seem to immediately start. As soon as they see Sieko attack the first one, they turn and start screaming loudly, creating this ear-piercing screech, and then running away.
All right.
Okay.
And as the thing opens, nothing happens.
Well, do we want to go in, or do we want to just keep destroying stones? Because I can keep punching.
I don't know.
Bastion, give me a religion check real quick.
Okay. Great at those. Nat 1 for a 1.
Never mind then.
I think I'm better at religion than
I'm
that.
just flipping off the sky.
Yeah.
For a moment, you see Bastion's face kind of twist, and you see a deep thought kind of catches, and then just calm and relax as it disappears out the other ear for a moment. That weird feeling gone almost instantly.
What do you say? One more feint, and then I can probably teleport us to the first location, see if they left yet.
I mean,
Oh, Daka's typing.
Yeah, I'm giving. Don't worry, you're good. Yeah.
let's say if we keep fainting, we're not really get anywhere. But I guess we can. Head
Well,
to the
saying
next
one more time, just to be sure, and then go for the original entrance.
one. Okay.
All right. As where are you heading now? Where are you heading now?
That's a good question.
With the party.
How about the left edge,
Oh, okay.
where there's not really a city?
Okay.
Wait, like the
Go.
purple area?
Yeah.
Is that even Tothland?
Is it?
No,
I don't know.
The lighter bluish purple is.
I was about to say these are like 4 different nations on this, so that's just some other city. It's just...
But it's still all controlled by robot, supposedly.
I guess we can go fly by.
Okay. As you start heading down to the southern area, you looking through the area. Give me a second. I'm just gonna pull up my map for that to confirm something. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, welcome in, Daka. Don't worry. Oh, okay, this is gonna be good. Alright, as you start heading down to the southern territories of the Toth Island, or of the this island of Olympia, you see Daka in his great wog kind of coming circling back around now, coming back from the northern area, as he seems to be kind of slowly circling the island looking for all of you. But as you come to the southern territory, you notice the shield seems to come to a stop about 10 miles south, kind of southwest of Nox, and seems to curve to the right. As
I see, so it's just the Tothlands.
Yes.
No, we would stop there. We wouldn't keep going.
Yeah, because remember, Grimmy, he's attacking the Toth because he wants the thing in their capital. That he doesn't care about the other nations here.
I was just not made clear if it was just the Tothlands or the whole island.
Well, you wouldn't know in character, to be fair, so
Yes.
that's fully fair. You have no history really on this area. Yeah, as Daka, for your reference to catch you up, the party has no you and the party managed to come towards the northern portion of the Tothlands. As they took out a couple of guns that seemed to be shooting some sort of arcane bolts at you. And they disembarked and headed on to the shore to take care of some stuff. You took off for a moment to go and investigate the Isle of Man and have a return back, finding them a few miles south. Near the border of the Tothlands. as you
I've
come
been-
flying in, your wog being shot at by giant cannons with what looks to be some sort of magic spells that you don't recognize.
All right.
How
dare they?
Yep. I'm actually going to roll to see if they hit while Tickdrick and the rest of the party, you see as Daka comes flying in at top speeds.
Knowing that the
Well,
cannons were there, though, would Daka have painted the ship stealthy?
That's right. He did know the cannons. He saw them shoot the first time.
That's
No.
That's-
We will not be hiding.
all right. Daka, you come in and you watch as cannon shot, or like magic bolts of energy, not knowing what spells these could be, come flying around you as you dodge in between them.
It's
Go
Freebird
ahead
time.
and give me a d20 plus proficiency.
All right.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Does Daga still not affected by spells with his new evolution?
You don't know.
Oh, it's good.
Oof. That's an 8.
Daka, as you all watch, Daka manages to dodge the first few shots as the music blaring in the distance, Freebird flaring out. You hear Daka laughing with excitement and the thrill of this, and then one of the shots hit the ship, shrinks it down, and Daka pops out into the sky flying.
Got a good old goofy yell.
Yeah. As he skids on the water until he flops in, and then slowly, I assume, gets on his shield and floats into the
Yep.
beach to find you all.
Yep.
I thought you took a shield.
I had 2.
Took one.
He had 2
Oh.
shields. Yeah. I took 1 shield, so he only has one. He only has 1 left, and then the wog. As Daka comes pulling up on you all, as Tieko finishes up clearing this pillar.
Same reaction with the Warforged running off.
The Warforged, yeah, still ran off screaming.
Cool.
What would you?
All right then. Let's
So
get
now-
to work.
oh. Now that we know they do the exact same thing, no matter what city we go to, what's the plan?
Wait, there's
Well,
a
my
plan.
original intent with doing this was eventually to pull away the original Mile dust cloud from the first location, making them head towards the other ones or keep them guessing, so we can go back without resistance.
You see,
Which I was going to teleport us, but
you see moments later as suddenly a creature is walking from the city of Nox towards you by themselves. A single silvery warforged that's somewhat shorter and has a very long golden beard, giant predominant golden horns, a massive sword on their back, and looks to be wearing like a mix of a really torn up business suit and like a mix of armor as they are walking towards your party with no one around.
Oh,
Daka,
hello.
quick question.
What's up?
Do you have directions?
Daka shouts this out as the guy continues just to walk towards you, not realizing that he's still a while away from you. You probably had an hour before he walks up to you. He probably didn't hear you, Daka.
Daka, I have a question.
Uh,
Are you still affected? Are you still not affected by spells? You changed on the ship. It was very. You got a cooler beard and stuff.
well, I had a very nice nap,
Clothes slightly torn because he's now bigger.
and well, you see, I feel very different. Some would say I feel a bit more intellectual, a little less in the wisdom department, but that's fine. You don't need wisdom when you're smacking fools upside the head. But I haven't gotten hit with a spell yet. If you want to test that, by all means.
I would like to, if anyone wants to back away now.
The Echo will back away, but he'll also nod sagely when he talks about how he grew everything. I'm like, yes, puberty. I understand that.
Are we still by the beaches?
Yeah.
I'm going to alligator back in the water.
Turns and runs as fast as he can.
Everyone's like, all right, guys, let's back up.
All right,
back it
I'll
up."
cast, or well, use it by one of my things. I'll enhance ability, Daka. What do you want? What do you want to have an advantage in? Strength, Dex. What do you want? If this works.
Well, I don't know. I'm perfect at everything I do. There's nothing really much to enhance.
Constitution.
Fair enough.
There you go. So I'll do enhance ability on Daka. See what it does.
All right, Daka. Roll on the 5e wild search table and feel free to
There you
pick
go.
what you want.
And yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Let's. pull up
Still
the
no
phone.
spells. Good test, you know.
Actually,
As
before I
Daka's
roll
skin
that, let me see
slightly
something.
glows. A bright light, or like a golden light, seems to kind of cause his greenness to glow even more. Through the ripped portions of his like shirt, pants, socks, his fucking shoes have his toes sticking out slightly. And he starts to glow, and then the wild magic surge comes.
Yeah, forgive me while I actually look at something because I have a feeling that it actually
Something you get to pick.
states. Yeah.
That's why I asked you to pick. I said go ahead and roll and pick.
Yeah, I gotta find the. I gotta scroll up a little bit to get to the wild magic table.
Go here. I got you.
5e. There it is. I found it.
Okay.
It wasn't too far.
Let's see what you
Alright.
get.
Okay, so first off, let's do a d20 to see where on the table that we're getting our stuff from. All right. So the table will be moderate.
Yep. All right, and then a D100. Let's see what you got.
This
Two
is still,
D100s,
I guess,
right?
the
So
2D
you still
100s,
get
right?
to
Yeah, the
choose.
2D100s because you get to choose. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So 66 and 82.
You're surrounded by a horrible, noxious odor for 1 minute. Anyone within 10 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw or be stunned. So you reek so bad that people are literally passing out, being next to you, or being paralyzed to be next to you. Or for the next minute, you gain resistance to poison and psychic damage.
I think I'll gain resistance to poison and psychic damage for the next minute.
You watch Tick as your spell goes off and nothing happens other than the glowing of Daka.
Oh, my beard looks all fancy such. That's neat.
Yeah. All right,
Does that
Good
answer
test.
your question?
it does.
Man, still the person's still walking in your general direction.
I give a thumbs up to everyone else. It's all good.
The party slowly climbs back out from over the water and under the water as they come out, walking out.
Still no spells.
Oh, well, I mean, for some reason, I felt like if I wanted to, I could have been affected, but I just didn't want to be affected.
Very vague of you.
The person continues to walk towards you all, now recognizing this seems to be some sort of Warforge, as the shiny bits that are kind of are seen can definitely be seen as a metallic body. The creature continues walking. It's about halfway now with the distance. What's up?
I will wave to him.
You wave. The creature doesn't respond.
I don't think he's a friend. We might want
Does
to
it,
get out.
yeah, do they seem like a threatening Stride or like?
We got weapons.
Give me a history check, Bastion. And yes, Tick, you see a giant greatsword on their back.
I mean, I've got a weapon. I don't know about that.
9.
Can't see that.
9. God, your
I am-
rolls tonight.
I am changing my D20 out.
Yeah, okay. So as you take a minute, can you still hear us, or do you need a...
Oh no, I can hear you. You're
Okay,
good.
cool. Well, make sure. Yeah, so as you take a minute and you look, the figure is familiar. He looks really familiar. You're not sure what it is, though. You notice the soul stone in its chest that suddenly starts to kind of make itself more vibrant. It goes from a purple to a red as the creature continues to walk menacingly now towards you all. Not drawing its weapon, but its fist clench. You now realize it's only 5'6".
I'll summon my ghostly winter wolf.
Okay, your winter wolf appears
Hey.
right next to you.
Oh,
I would like to
forgot about that.
see if it goes through the fields. Go to a section where there's a field still, and see if it can go through.
As it gets up to the field, you watch as the cannons immediately start taking shots at it.
Damn.
Now, are these like Toth cannons or Warforged cannons?
So these cannons, as you look at them, you saw Warforged working on them. They're basically, they look to have giant soul stones at the tip of them that shoot beams of what looks to be arcane energy out of them, not recognizing what spell it was. And the metal itself being made of what looks to be an iron and lyrium is what eQuest managed to figure out. What's powering them seems to be these large containers with glass windows that has some sort of strange liquid or something in it that seems to either be somewhat solid or maybe chunky, as eQuest observed the pipes that kind of powers into the machine from these containers seems to kind of expand slowly and joscillate as it needs to.
Very nice.
How much damage?
For the wolf, does a 24 hit?
Yep.
Okay, and then a 27.
Yep.
And then finally, for its last attack, a 32.
Yep, those hit.
Okay. It takes a total of 9 points of psychic on the first, 6 points of fire on the second, and 3 points of force on the third.
It was 9, 6, and 3.
Yep. My roll's amazingly set up today for you.
Cool.
As the creature is continuing to head towards you.
All right. After that, I will attempt for it to go through the not blocked off part.
Okay. The cannons are gonna again take a shot at it.
Okay. Good to know, guys. I mean, it's just that, so we might operate different because it's not a real thing, but
Lowest roll is a 25.
those all hit.
Okay. The first one is 9 points of thunder damage.
Yep.
Yeah. 1 point of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
3 points of acid damage.
Cool.
As the beam changes colors every time it hits the creature. The person now getting closer now seems to start to come into sign. You start to feel fiendish energy coming off of him, Bastion, and it's starting to emanate a little bit more and more as it gets closer. He's still, what you guess, a quarter of a mile away from you guys as he's still walking.
You want to all back up and shoot these turrets?
Is that Teg?
No.
I thought that Teg fella got his shit rocked.
I mean, he died in this realm, but he's still around, I'm sure.
That's fair enough.
So hard to put down.
As you say this, Scotsman, you suddenly see, as soon as you finish speaking, a flash of light is seen by all of you where the creature was, and then it suddenly is standing right into the Scotsman's face, looking them directly in the eyes. You get a full metal dwarf with a great sword on their back, 2 giant demonic horns, this torn up and shoddy looking business suit with mixes of metal armor kind of like patched on and covering pieces of it, massive scars of claw marks that have torn apart portions of the metal, and you can see inside the creature there's an egg that's somewhat floating in what looks to be some sort of container. The creature, as it looks up at you with its long golden beard and its bright red, ruby red eyes, it smiles. Bastion, you immediately recognize the energy. This is the same energy as you recognized as the old High King.
I will slowly put up my hands. I didn't mean it in any hostile way. I was just saying that fiends are typically a more durable race. What are you doing, my good sir?
Suddenly, the entire area, all around for a 60-foot area, is silenced. As you see, the force field bends and kind of gets pushed away from the silent spell. Casting heroism on myself. All right.
Not even because to be honest, Scotsman would be too nervous to even realize or notice. So he's still gonna talk, not realizing that he's been silenced.
That's fair. You all begin to recognize the old High King in his demonic form from the books. Bastion, you can't forget this man. You've seen him too many times and what he can do. Through visions as a weapon, from your times with Amateur Hour, all the stories you've heard. As you continue to talk, Scotsman, finally the silent spell kind of pushes back into the dwarven warforge for a moment, and he just looks at each of you and waits.
Who are you?
I don't. Well, you wouldn't know.
I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
he
this guy.
seems quite familiar. I just can't put my tongue on it.
I'm just standing back, looking at him, like I'm not saying anything.
I see. You want for an introduction? Well, you can call me Sean.
Sure.
Does a
Sean!
32 hit?
I thought
Who is this hitting?
It doesn't hit?
No, who's this hitting?
Sorry. What was your name again, Scotsman? Sorry.
My name is
Scotsman.
Sean.
Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah. Sean, does 32 hit you?
Unfortunately, it does.
Okay. You take 84 points of bludgeoning damage, non-magical, as you feel yourself slammed by a backhand from the creature.
84?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you slam into the ground from the impact of it, as the creature, not even drawing a weapon, does this and slams you down. And you see it kind of the creature twitches as it does this, and you hear slight glass cracking coming from within the creature, Sean, as you're right next to it receiving the blow. But the creature still doesn't speak, and it just stands there now as
Do I notice any weaknesses?
looking up down. Give me an insight check, I'll say.
Insight?
So,
Yeah.
while being in the dirt, I'll just not even look up, just say, I get it. What's that fucking know?
a little
Dirty
bit of blood,
20.
a little bit of blood in your mouth. Yeah. Dirty 20. You didn't see anything obvious other than the fact that you can see into the creature's innards from where a couple of the claw marks are on it. Unlike a human whose flesh kind of eventually heals and hides its innards, Warforged don't. They either patch it or it's a gaping wound.
Just be careful about the things that you drop around that Sean fella. If you drop any of your hair or something, they'll eat it. It's very weird.
Does a 42 hit Daka?
Yeah.
34 points of damage of bludgeoning, non-magical.
Immune to it, so it doesn't.
That's why you're talking shit. As you feel the hand hit you, a full just backhand from this gentleman. It doesn't phase you as the smoke kind of goes off of it, and he looks up at you and a metallic grin as you hear the rust and grinding of metal kind of screeches out as the lips open up and it shows sharpened teeth for a moment as it gives a very twisted smile up at you, Daka.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you happen to know the way to get to the Toth capital? Apparently, I believe there is a ritual going on there that I'm pretty sure we need to stop. But I'm very bad at directions.
He takes a minute. He kind of looks you seriously, deadly in the eyes. You see weird metallic wings kind of break their way off of his back. You do notice as you're watching this tick trick, looking for weakness, that the metal on the body seems to get thinner where the wings withdraw, as they kind of expand out in this demonic twisted form. And he looks at you for a minute and starts to flap them slightly just to get up in Daka's eye level. And then points to the big castle way in the distance behind Nox that you can see, and then turns and flies off into the center, or into the shield and into the territory towards the capital.
What a very nice
What a weirdo.
man.
I would be okay never seeing him again.
Did you not like him?
Oh, that was just the former High King, I believe.
The who now?
Tigrick having no idea, clueless.
Bro,
to the
I live under a rock
gods of-
literally for
Yeah,
most of my
one more-
life.
You need to read some more history books.
Well, I don't really have much things for kings. I mean, I'm a true king myself. I'm the best. But anyways, we've got
Normally Daka would suddenly feel a bludgeoning hit against the back of his head, but he can't because he's immune to fucking bludgeoning, motherfucker.
Do we see it happen? Like him just like his
You
head
see
go forward for a
a
second?
strange, slight mage hand that appears behind Daka's head, and again, smoke seems to appear off Daka's head. Sieko, standing kind of off to the side, can see the back of Daka's head is glowing bright red from the handprint. Daka's head moves slightly forward, unfazed. He continues talking.
very well. To the capital, I guess, lads.
Yes. I don't know if the cannons will shoot us. They shot an ethereal creature.
They didn't shoot
Well,
me.
Just don't be
You
a
didn't go
target.
through the field
then.
yet.
If you're not a target, they won't shoot at you.
Good point, Daka.
they
I'll
just-
back up
they
as
just saw-
anticipating Daka walking through.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Caleb, why don't you give Sieko the description of the person so that way that helps. Sorry, you're gonna do what, Tigrick?
I'm backing up in case Daka decides to go through.
Okay.
Anticipating cannon shooting him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daka, you're gonna walk right on through?
I don't see why not. I'm not a target. I'm
Alright.
here to kill the Toth.
As Daka walks up to where the pillars have been broken, the shield wall open, he walks right in, and none of the cannons seem to react.
It's good
See?
to know.
If you're not a target, you don't get shot at. It's a mentality thing.
God damn it.
You know, I'm not a target.
There you go, Shieko.
I'll walk.
Attaboy.
Sieko walks through. Again, nothing happens.
Yep,
You know,
I'll
Donkey,
follow
you're
through.
right. It is a mentality.
You know what? I'm
You're
not a
follow
target
bastard,
then.
Okay. Alright, Tigrick
walk
just
through.
like silently, like a smile that a Thri-King can give. Does a 27 hit Tigrick? No, I'm kidding.
Titrick, you are Kenough.
He didn't have the mentality.
It's that moment of fuck you, Doc, afterwards. No. But anyways, as you walk through, you watch as the cannons don't seem to react in the slightest. You all walk through, and immediately you watch as the pillars behind you that Sieko had cracked earlier seems to reform the field.
Of course. Why wouldn't they do that, huh?
I see. So the test was for me to destroy them, I understand.
You see in the distance a slight golden light coming from the walls of Nox, and then it seems to disappear.
Question: did someone make it through the when it tested the first time?
No, it just as soon as it laid a paw on the where the dirt and the beach meet, where the force field is or the field is set up, the light field, it immediately was getting blasted.
I see.
Mhm.
All right.
But you all are now within the dome as you look about. What would you all like to do? You are just now a little bit southwest of Nox.
Time to explore.
Well, wipe the
Short
blood
time.
dirt off, wipe the blood out of my mouth. Okay.
An orc worth fighting for.
Daka suddenly pulls out a painting of a very attractive orcish woman, flexing in different poses in battle armor.
Do we want to go through Nox, or do we want to just go straight to the capital, gentlemen?
Well, it's in our way, is it not? If there's Toth
I guess
in
so.
it, then we destroy it. If there's robots in it, then if they let us through, we don't destroy them. I think it's quite simple.
Okay. Alright, as you all come to an agreement, you start heading towards Nox. Are you all gonna just hoof it and run for it, or are you gonna use your wings to try and fly, minus Daka, who uses his shield and he quests with the broom? Well, sorry, Sean with his broom.
Do we want to fly, or just stay on the ground?
Or do you want to
I'm
pull
not-
the wog?
I'm always
wall.
good for a good surf.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Fine time.
As you all begin to sprout out your wings, Sean pulling out the broom, wiping the blood out of his mouth, the dirt off his face, Daka getting the shield out, you all start to fly in the direction of Nox. As you get closer to the city, you see massive tubes of different energies flowing throughout it. The walls themselves seem to be made of almost this like thick glass as you come closer to it, filling up slowly with different colored liquids that seem to combine in different orders, making other liquids and then slowly hardening to make the walls even more solid.
Alright, Shaco,
Yeah.
you got some nice wings right there.
The shiny wings. You also see as there are on the walls, or outside the walls, there are what looks to be like halflings running around, or like small humans running around. As none of you have ever seen halflings before, running from these warforged, sprinting at top speeds.
I have. Haven't I?
No, I don't think you've ever seen a halfling, because halflings aren't common outside of the Tothlands. I think you've seen.
You've probably seen gnomes.
Yeah, you see a lot of
Gnomes or
gnomes. I don't think
dwarves.
we've had any halflings in the parties.
Was Zilpip a gnome?
No, yeah, Zilpip was a gnome.
Okay.
Yeah, because halflings didn't get introduced until Incremia got added into the world, so no one's gotten to play them yet.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, as you all see this city, you see these halflings running about, these warforged, and going out in groups of 4 to 5, being what looks to be 2 models that seem to be walking about the castle walls and the city itself from the distance. As you see the thinner versions that seem to be carrying knives and clearly patrolling the roads and the walls outside, or the walkways around the outside of the walls, as well as the larger versions carrying what looks to be great swords or long swords, depending on as you lot get closer. About, at this point, a half mile out, the Warforged clearly showing that they are in charge of the city.
Never
Time to
seen this
approach.
before. Very nice.
Alright, you all just
Only-
gonna approach.
I
Sorry.
wish my orc boys were here to see this. It's quite nice.
And as long as they don't look at me the wrong way, I'll just keep on moving.
I don't think there's a way to look at you correctly, to be honest with you.
As you Tom makes that comment as you're walking down the road. You see
This
the-
time I'm going to smack him in the back of the head.
roll the hit. Let's see what you got.
You get the satisfaction of smacking me, just not the damage that goes with it.
I mean, that's all I want, is smack you in the back
You know,
of the head.
I'll allow it too.
13.
13.
It-
As you go
I mean,
to smack Daka in the head, you feel Daka's not really trying to dodge. He just slightly bobs his head about as he's walking, and your hand misses. Just slightly.
The slap is satisfying enough.
As you all continue walking down the road, you see on the side of the roads these warforged who seem to, as you get closer, don't even seem to recognize you all or even look your direction. Many of them with their soul stones predominantly showing as they are putting in iron cages these halflings, and then tossing bodies of the Toth on the outside of the walls into these giant burning pits that you start to see more clearly as you get closer. Some of them getting ignited as you get closer to the town. The wall or the castle gates fully open. You can see the bars seem to have been melted completely. So even if they wanted to close it, there'd be no way that someone could be blocked from entry. Due to the center being completely melted out by what looks to be some sort of acid-like material. Inside the city, it looks you can see a ton of Warforged for miles, all walking about. Most of the buildings being destroyed and being turned into materials for equipment and for war. And any few beings that are left within the walls seem to be like carried in chains and being ordered to do tasks and such. But otherwise, the Warforged don't seem to react to you guys in the slightest.
I mean,
You see, all of these halflings here, they have a target mentality. We not like that.
We are non-targets.
do you think it's a height thing as well?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, by the way, for some reason, after I woke up from my nap, I suddenly could understand 5 more languages. That was quite strange, I'll tell you what.
That's similar to what happened to me, honestly.
Hey, you know, it's quite interesting. I also grew, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, your exposed toes of your boots have indicated that.
The slight belly shirt he's
What?
got
What?
on now.
You know, I was gonna leave you and the toes, the feet thing alone.
Oh,
but you
shit.
just keep bringing it up.
Damn it! I did it to myself. Fuck.
As Tictor just stares down at your toes, clearly visible and wiggling, slightly obsessed. You're not sure. Actually, Doctor, give me an insight check.
You just brought that on yourself.
No, I
Grumpy.
can't let it walk away now. I gotta
24.
get this up. You get the sense that Tictor looks at your toes, kind of like a bird looks at worms, in the sense that he's just
Oh,
curious
God.
because they move
Oh,
like
no.
they look like they move like little insects, and it just fascinates him as he doesn't have toes of his own.
I wish I had toes.
Take trick. I'm gonna need you to stop looking at my feet for here on out.
Doctor kind of tries to hide his feet as he keeps moving on behind the other.
Is that not?
You're being
Is
weird,
that
Take
an
trick.
insult or something? I'm sorry if it is.
Don't look at my toes. You're just being weird.
Okay. I was just like indicating that they got bigger.
Sieko looks at his feet, which because he never wears shoes, he stands a little behind Doc, like at an angle Tictric can't see.
Disappointed once again that Sieko will never be what they said that one guy said about calling him not a femboy. He doesn't know what a femboy is, but apparently he never will be, as he just can't get noticed.
How did? No, man, I don't want him to see my feet. I'm standing.
He's trying to hide them.
Oh, got you.
You're going to get bigger shoes.
As you all continue walking up to the castle gates, though, the Warforged don't stop you. Are you going into the castle itself? Are you going to go around the city? What's the plan?
I mean, if there's a way through the city, I think we'd go through. But if there's not way to go from,
yeah, you can
There
see
is?
a road that walks right through there to an exit out the other side of the castle. I mean, you could go right through.
Look at
that
that.
sounds like it'd take longer. So I think we should just go straight through.
Okay. You mean straight through, as in letting Sieko just walk through the city?
Well, not like walking like straight through and like destruction. I was wondering, like, is there a road from like where we're going in to
That's
the
what he
other
said.
side, or are
What he
we
said.
going around?
He said there was a
road
road from.
through.
Yeah, let's use the road. Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you all start heading in through the keep, the Warforged kind of ignoring you. Some of the halflings, you start to see some weird half human, half horse people that seem to be crying and being led about. Gnolls with short hair and different looks and designs to them that you've never seen being walked around in chains, some being just killed outright in the streets. A few Rakshasa that you see that have been grabbed up that look strangely, slightly mutated, much of their flesh looking more goopy and less furred. And yeah, as these creatures, the Warforged continue walking through, or as you all continue walking through the city, you walk around the keep, finding it still, the walls of the keep seem to have been completely destroyed, there being nothing left in the inner keep. The castle itself, you can see the doors seem to have disappeared somewhere off, but nothing seems to happen as you circle around it and go through, passing through the city and beyond the walls. Once again, seeing the other outside walls. This gate actually being in decent condition, but being still held up, with letting you all walk through. None of the Warforged wrecks once. The only creatures that seem to even notice your guys' presence are those being carried off in chains who keep crying for your help.
Yeah, that keep reminds me of all times back at that Wood Elf place. Good times.
All right. Well, let's just continue on to the capital, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to.
Alright, alright, sorry, I was reading Caleb's, fucking message to me. Alright, as you lot continue, your march, a few more hours go by, you come across. Now, are you gonna head straight towards the capital, or are you gonna try and follow the main road, best your ability? Because the main road kind of cuts to the east, taking you through Krur and then into Frigus, yeah, and then into the capital. So it won't be a direct path. Or are you guys just gonna walk through all the farming territory and such, and just go straight to the capital?
I'll
We can
leave
start
the
flying again, I
decision
guess.
up to the rest of the party, but I'm definitely more of a direct path kind of guy.
I think that's the party mentality. Huh? Direct path to what we need.
I mean, yeah, we could just start flying straight to the capital. Figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
Kickflip my shield and let's rock and roll.
Sean looking slightly nervous in the background.
Oh yeah,
Totally
get
fine.
what you're worried about.
Look, I'm just sitting here because he keeps saying healing, but he doesn't ask me specifically as the healer, so like that's a him problem.
Turo, if you know what this place might have a pain, I don't know if you don't want to spend your healing points on me. You might ignore me. I've met you probably today.
Yeah, I have no idea what kind of language you're speaking, but I need you to speak a language I can understand.
I think it's an offshoot of common.
You think so?
Something like that.
I would like to whap him on the head with the Rod of Resurrection and cast heal through it.
All right, as you smack him on the head, Sean, you feel suddenly health coursing through you. Go ahead and roll your healing, Sieko.
It's a flat 70.
There you go. You suddenly feel your body begins to warm. Wounds, or the internal bleeding that you have going on that you didn't know about seems to close back up, and your body feels better once again.
That's very much appreciated. If I remember correctly, your name is Sieko.
Yeah. Always has been.
Nice. Why are we here? Equus doesn't tell me much.
We're gonna kill our enemies.
We're gonna kill the little birdies.
But I'm quite fond of birds. Why are we killing birds now? I thought we were killing. I try to get closer to Daka. No, I'm too short.
Yeah, Daka's 10 feet tall now.
I'm gonna reach down and pick up Equus by like the scruff of their neck and just hold them up towards Daka.
Broom still flying along.
You know, you could be a little bit more gentle with me. I thought we were killing robots.
Why would we be killing the robots if the Toth are the ones that are making the world end?
Well, I'm a bit
I mean, I kind of look at Daka. Well, so are the robots. They want to kill everything that's made of flesh.
Well, they didn't try to kill us now, did they?
Yet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think they're doing a nation by nation thing.
I think you might have. You know, you might have been not have noticed because you took no damage from it, but I got smacked into the pavement by one of them robots.
Well, that fellow wasn't just a warforged, so I think that was your own fault.
That was
Do you think
being
that
quite
egg is like
sad.
the egg you had, Daka?
How what?
The egg.
I'll look and see.
DM.
Yes. Yeah, what's up?
Was the egg similar to the egg Daka had?
The divine egg?
No, the egg you saw in there, it was pretty, well, you know what, give me a nature check to see if you can recognize what it was.
Maybe.
I can tell you know it's not, you would know it wasn't a magic item.
I might not know a lot about orcs, but last I checked, orcs don't lay eggs.
An 11. You know it was a reptilian egg because the egg was slightly rigid. Besides that, you're not sure. And it was large, so it probably belongs to a large thing. Could be a Trask, could be just a really fat drake. I mean, who knows?
Do I know what my own species eggs look like?
No, you've never seen another Trask egg.
Okay, I'll ask. What color was the egg?
It was black.
Well,
Oh,
Trasts are tan in color, so I'm gonna guess not.
Common sense dictates, yeah, that's probably not a Trask egg.
I would say we're normally tan. I'm just kind of an outlier here.
Perhaps a black dragon egg.
I mean, we did see a dragon flying around earlier.
That was a very different color.
I like
Yeah,
dragons.
but I'm making the point, Grumpy, that if there was one dragon here, there are probably more.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, that robot fella really had it in for those dragons. I wonder what
I heard
changed.
that in the news, yeah. It's very weird.
Oh well, off
maybe
towards the capital and stopping these undead birdie things.
Or
Hey,
whoever
maybe
attacks us.
maybe
I
finding
need a
the
wisdom
path will
save from
bring
the entire
favor
party.
to your god.
Oh.
I need a wisdom save from the entire party. Unless you're
Is
immune to polymorph.
Well,
Polymorph.
it's a spell, so
Yeah, Daka's gonna get wild magic. So Daka, go ahead and roll that stuff, and you can start looking now while you're doing
19.
that. 19, okay.
Fuck.
32.
I rolled from a
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna lucky that because I don't really want to get.
You
although-
definitely want to roll lucky that.
That's
Bastion's is-
17.
Okay.
Bastion's is a 24. Tictrix is a 22.
22. What do you mean?
Are you already accounting for my?
You're
Yes.
still within.
Oh, what's your Sieko?
I
What's
thought it was
your at?
+5, not +10.
Yeah, it is a +5. I know Robert never accounts for it. so I usually-
24.
Okay. Yeah.
Dan, just a question. Is this a 3.5 table or 5 table?
But
28.
this is a very big spell.
I got a 28 then.
28, that succeeds. Tictric, are you sticking with the 12?
It's 17.
Oh, it's a 17. Okay, so you're sticking with the 17?
Yep.
Okay. So you failed. DC 20, so keep it simple for y'all. Daka, what's the 11?
Yep. So we're going to be on
Oh,
the
yes.
nuisance
Oh,
table.
You're rolling your thing, yeah, no worries. So go ahead and roll that. So Tictric, you suddenly find yourself transformed into a sheep. So you drop from
sheep.
the sky, land onto the ground, kind of tumble as a sheep. With full,
How much?
with a
How high up was I?
I would assume you are like 10, 15 feet off the ground, which means you will take a bit of damage from falling. Which
Sure.
what's the fall damage duration thing in 5e?
A D6 every 10 after a certain number. So be at
It's
most.
10 feet. Yeah,
A D6.
after it's every 10 feet after up to 20 d6. Okay, so it's a d6. How much? Oh no, how much health does the sheep have?
How much health does the sheep have?
Not much.
The SRD
I-
declares that sheep have 30 health. Or
30?
4 health. Sorry, 4 health. My bad.
Okay.
So yeah. Yes.
I would say the 5e sheep has 3 health.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Daka.
I gained the use of an unseen servant for 1 hour.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
What a
I've
great
got
spell.
a little
And-
Laka to
Do
do
you-
my will for
as-
an
Do
hour.
you want me to roll the d6?
No, I did. As Tictric
Okay.
falls as a sheep, taking 2 points of damage.
Fuck.
You see the sheep is badly wounded, like limping as it stands up, and you see like it would normally have like normal like fluffy white wool, but due to Tictric's biology and the spell, who's casting the spell,
A bug
you watch
sheep?
as it slightly glitches and the wool changes to a hard, but with a fluffy look to it, exterior of a carapace shell. And its eyes expand into Tictric's bug-like eyes,
Whoa.
and
That's fucking creepy.
the jaws expand into mandibles as it looks at
I
you.
stop, I look at it, I look at Doc, and I just go, that just ain't right.
That just ain't natural.
You hear
Should we put it out of its misery?
You hear laughter in the distance.
I don't keep mental stats, right?
No.
I am
Um,
sheep.
Is there a way? Does anyone here can verse that? I don't think I can.
I mean,
I believe you guys know how polymorph works.
I do, because polymorph is part of my biology. I can naturally polymorph. It gives me the spell for it and
Just
everything.
keep in mind that I did mention that I made all of you roll, so
I'm gonna look in the sheep's eye. Remember who you are.
as Daka like
Tictric.
waves his hands slightly above Tictric's head, a little sparkly dust kind of coming down. Just sweat from
Remember,
Daka's hands.
Simba.
Look into my eyes and the swirling of my beard, and remember who you are. Tictric.
As a sheep,
So-
do I find his beard appetizing?
Yes, you would.
I guess I will, as a sheep, attempt to bite his beard.
I'm gonna
This is
hold them a
unfortunate.
little bit further back.
All right, you have a +3 to hit. Go ahead. That's 1
Ah.
point of crushing damage.
Come here.
It's
So
1 point of crushing damage.
That's
on
a
the beard.
5 to hit.
No, sir.
Doc, post polymorph, if this was the same, he'll go back if he dies.
He bites at your beard as you like pull
Oh.
back, holding him further
You
out.
know better than that.
Oh, wait, if he dies, he goes back?
I mean, that's how normal
You see a
polymorph
slight
works.
grin on Daka's face.
I don't know if this is different, but that's how
Snap
normal
his
polymorph.
neck.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Okay. Well, that's
Fuck.
that's not an okay. That's an unarmed attack. So yeah, why not? Give me
I
a
was
D.
saying, with him having 1 health left, I feel like it's just an arm strike.
It's go ahead and give me a D20 to hit. Let's see if you can hit the sheep with its AC of what 2?
I don't know what it is.
No,
Well, because it's an unarmed strike, right?
Yeah.
I do have a plus 20 to unarmed strike.
Oh, it has an AC of 10, but still roll. Let's see if you manage to roll
Roll.
that one. I just want to see. I know it doesn't do it.
23.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll your.
No,
you-
bah!
As
I
you,
attempt to flee.
As Tic Trick struggles for a moment with the realization of what's going on as Bug Sheep feels his neck twist and a snap as the angle goes the wrong design. And Tic Trick, you suddenly awaken with your neck being held by Daka and the other hand around your slightly mid-thorax. You've seen this in a book before. This is how men like to hold ladies at dances. As you look at this,
I look at Daka.
Is this
and
a
say,
dance?
I told you that would work.
Yeah, it was definitely worked.
I blanked out there for a second. And suddenly, this is very weird.
Don't
You
worry,
turn-
just to let you know, Grumpy. Sorry, Tic Trick. I'm very satisfied, and I'll put him down.
You turned into a sheep.
Oh,
Tic Trick,
That's
give
pretty
me an
weird.
insight roll.
an insight?
Yeah.
Go to see
Okay.
what Daka did.
25.
You get the weird feeling that Daka did something to you that was extremely violent, and you feel like he is the reason why you've got a kink in your neck. You're not sure. You can't prove it, but your intuition says Daka is fucking just did something to you.
Man, weird. At least another sheep anymore. That was pretty bad.
I'd like to look
No,
in the
that's
direction.
Pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was
Seiko.
gonna go there.
I'd like to look in the direction of the laughing. That happened to me.
Give me a perception check.
I say my passive's 21. My roll's not nearly as good.
You're gonna need to roll for better than that.
Yeah, no, that's a nat one.
Suddenly,
Can I look?
you see fields of green and
I'm
mountains too.
I'm just gonna walk in the rough direction the laughing this time.
No worries. Your tremor sense doesn't seem to go that far out as you realize it. Yeah, go ahead, Tic-Tac, give me a perception check.
Magic stick, fall in the
30.
direction.
30, okay. And then, go ahead, Sean. Okay. With an 18, Sean, you do definitely catch on that it's coming from the top of the walls. You see a golden glint for a moment. Tic-Trick, as you spot it, you make out the same figure that, backhanded Sean earlier. Laughing, bellowing out as they slightly grow redder, and their stomach seems to unnaturally expand out, almost like a cartoonish design as it comes back in.
Interesting. It's the same guy that smacked Sean over there.
What
He's on the
hell?
wall.
I'm not getting involved with that man again.
He's a prankster. I understand.
We're just gonna keep heading towards the capital, gentlemen.
I mean, yeah.
I don't see why not.
Equus,
They
can
didn't
you
do
please
anything to me.
go? I don't want to be around these people anymore. What do you mean they're fucking bad?
Just gotta ignore
Sean.
Sean
What?
starts talking to himself, none of you really knowing what the fuck he's
Yeah,
doing.
Sean, I'm pretty sure you used to talk to yourself in your own head. So why are you talking to yourself out loud?
Because I'm used to being inside the head. I don't come out often.
Yeah, based on the other two, if you just think it, the others will hear you.
Oh no, his mind's pretty fucked
Sean
up.
suddenly goes silent as you see his eyes kind of moving back and forth.
There you go.
Very good.
A few moments later, and you see the figure is flying back towards you at top speeds.
You really take all the fun out of this.
You know, if he's gonna keep coming, am I allowed to wrestle him?
I think so.
Well, I don't know. You should, if you want to wrestle him, you should always ask. Wrestling should be that of two consenting parties.
No, wait.
I need a wisdom save from Seiko.
Okay.
I don't. Me and Second, we don't do wisdom here.
23.
Seiko, you suddenly find... normally you'd find yourself in a dark area suddenly as you vanish and everyone around you seems to disappear in a flash of
Mental
light.
prison.
But as you have tremor sense, you realize you are far beneath the earth in a sphere of some sort of force that your tremor sense does not penetrate.
Oh, that's not good.
That's quite rude.
In prison, which is crazy because that's like a 10-minute casting time.
It's actually a 1 minute casting time.
1 minute, my bad.
Why do you
Sorry.
think he was laughing up on top of the walls? And why do you think?
Because he's laughing about the polymorph.
As you watch as he
Where's his spell
flying
focus?
towards you all, his spell focus.
The spell focus he used to cast that spell, yeah.
You see, it seems to come from his hands. You don't. You can give me a perception check to see if you catch anything.
Oh, actually, I have advantage on magic saves. I should have. Whatever.
23.
You see that he is wearing some sort of gloves, and using that as what looks to be a catalyst. Bastion, you feel the fiendish energy is getting slightly stronger as the creature's coming towards you. Not as in, like, it's getting stronger the closer it is to you, but, like, as in the creature is strong, seems to give off more fiendish energy than it did when you met it on the beach earlier.
How far away is he?
I see.
Currently 30 feet.
Pull out the mana gun, see what that does.
Okay.
Charging the gloves.
As you do, he's going to use his reaction and turn and run.
How far away is he getting?
His full movement speed, 60 feet.
He's
not
far
very
enough away.
fast.
The
Wait,
guy's
what?
still right on him. Still right on him.
The sponge gun has 90 feet.
I have a lot more movement speed than that.
Oh, you're gonna chase after him. Okay. So as you start chasing after him, Bastion, is there anything you'd like to be doing?
No, I just stand to the side.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll for this?
I'm gonna come to you in a second. I just want to give everyone
Oh,
a
okay.
chance. Yeah. Sean, what about you? As you argue in your head.
After settling this argument, seeing Tikdrick just randomly start taking off after this person, I'm gonna look to Forgotten Song. So, are we attacking him now? As I ready an arrow.
Oh, I don't know just yet.
As the Forgotten Song refuses to speak to Quest.
What was it? Sorry.
Suddenly, you see as the Forgotten Song's eyes come back as like a realization.
You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try and avoid hitting Tikdrick.
I wonder where Shiako's at. Oh, I miss him already.
All right, as you're gonna
Very
take a
nice.
shot, we'll come back to you then. Daka, as you start to ponder, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Daka's spell of many fingers on the dwarf.
What?
I want him to grow extra fingers. Well, the dwarf
Wow.
that's flying away. That's my spell that I just made up on the spot.
All right, give me an Arcana
Yes,
check. Sure, why not?
Since he's wearing gloves, I want to make him
Oh,
grow
break
more
the gloves.
fingers so he can't wear gloves.
All right, give me an Arcana check.
Natural 20 for 22.
You know, I like this. I like this mentality of Duck.
Unequipable gloves.
As you do start to think, consider this. All right, we'll come to that in a minute. Equest, go ahead and make your attack. Give me a d20 roll, whatever you're hitting with.
.24 to hit.
You watch as your arrow goes flying past the creature as it kind of slightly dodges off to the side. All right, and then Tikdrick. What's the previous rolls we've had you do for this thing when attacking
I
a
think
magic
sleight
item?
of hand.
Is it sleight of hand versus their thing?
That's what you did for that blow dragon, yeah.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay. 34.
Oh, easily. As you start to suck the magic, or activate the gun pointing at the gloves, you start to suck the magic away. And for a moment, you start to see extra fingers start to pop out and tear
Oh.
the gloves. And then the fingers disappear as they get sucked towards your gun.
That's really weird. Why did that happen?
The gloves are torn, seem to be torn asunder, and different holes as different fingers continue to pop up, and the gloves dissipate from as their magic dies, and then becoming normal cotton gloves. The creature seems unfazed and is going to cast haste on itself, and double, and now it's going to dash.
That's not going to help you, buddy.
He's gonna dash for 120 feet.
Buddy.
I'll go. I'll take another shot if I can.
Hey, I could dash for 120 feet.
He is now a total of 100 or 210 feet away from you, Daka. Yeah. Or wait, no, sorry, 180. I can't do math.
Yeah.
Sieko, is there anything you'd like to do while you're imprisoned?
I don't think I can do anything from inside an imprisonment, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you cannot, and it's until it's dispelled.
Bastion, by the way, I hope you'd like to know that I can suddenly see things truthfully. I have the true sights now. It's very nice.
Daka looking over at you, Bastion, not having turned around to see that Sieko is completely missing.
How much does that feel to go up with the gun, by the way?
You watch the thing fills almost immediately.
Oh, shit. Alright.
I'm glad you can finally see Daka.
Oh, it feels like I can also, I have this, like, weird sixth sense of things also around the 30 feet around me, too.
Took one imprisonment. The guy is now at 180 feet. Tick-Trick, I assume you're gonna continue to chase him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You chase after him easily. What are you wanting to do?
The first thing I would do is haste myself. That way I am much faster than him.
Okay. You guys are both halfway back to the capital at this point, now seeing that it's close.
I assume it would be like an action to swap out a new container for the gun. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
That's my hasted action, and then with my normal action, what else is magical on this man? Let's just take all this shit.
You can give me an Arcana, an Investigation, or a Perception check. All three will get you different answers.
Investigation, you say?
Yes, sir.
34.
34. As you look about, you see he has a jar with some sort of cloud in it that's slightly floating, that you obviously realize is magical. As you see small little magic runes all across it. His greatsword seems to be immediately easily recognizable as a dragon greatsword. With some boosted enchantments on it that you're not sure what they are, but you can definitely tell it's a magical weapon. His patchwork armor seems to all be magical, as you see runes carved into the body of the creature, basically. And then it does seem to have a wand on its back that seems to be a wand of fireball that can also be used as a magical catalyst.
Well, I also had a core, correct?
The dragon egg?
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, you can't see his core, I'm saying. Yeah, you can't see any of that.
Oh, can't see that? Alright.
No, yeah. Not unless you were, like, standing right in front and got really up close, because while the wounds are big enough to look into, you have to be within, like, a close range to look in, and get, like, proper details.
I can be close to him, right?
You can, but he will get an opportunity attack because of his character sheet, so... This is his reaction ability, so keep that in mind.
I am mobile.
Oh, you're mobile, never mind, that's right. Alright, never mind then. Yeah, you can. So if you're going to run up and get right in front of him, as you do so, you can see there's a dragon's egg. You see a broken glass jar, or a jar that's cracking and like red liquid is starting to flow out. And you see it started as the bits that have flowed out and spilled down onto the egg and onto the side. It has slowly climbed up the walls of the side of its chest cavity and looks like it continues up. But the angle is too rough to see any further in.
Is it red lyrium?
No, it is not. You don't know what it is. It's magical. You just have no idea what it is. And the egg that you're assuming to be a dragon egg or some sort of giant lizard egg is definitely giving off magic.
But still can't see a score, or unless that is a score.
Yeah, you don't see a core. Yeah, you don't see like what you expect of a core.
All right. I'll take his armor then.
All right, you're gonna use the gun once more.
Yep.
That's for your hit. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll again. Let's see. It's gonna resist.
35. Natural 20.
Your gun does not work.
It's unfortunate.
The armor doesn't seem to get phased, as you are now right in front of him, kind of like jogging backwards. Which is really insulting as you do this.
That was a dash. Yes, okay. That's everything. Unless Is that kind of an attack?
Yeah, I guess that is an attack. Robert or Bastion's got a point.
Oh,
Go ahead.
shit.
Yeah, that is a nat 20. So I guess that's
Let's see.
a fair. I'll let you go ahead and roll for confirm. Because you
Nope.
are. No. Okay. So
Seven.
yeah.
If it is an attack, though, then I get 2.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, you can confirm it for it when. No, I'm saying if you roll that 20 ever on it, I'll say you can confirm it to see if it auto succeeds.
Okay, but for the fighters,
It's,
like
yeah, it's not an
attacks per
attack
action.
itself. It's,
Okay,
in a sense.
so it's just one. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Going up. I'm just going up in the order, guys, right now, because we're not in
Mm-hmm.
any specific action economy here yet. Or fuck initiative. Wow, my brain. Bastion.
I'm just standing there staring it down, watching. Like I said,
180 feet.
if it gets to close enough, I have a plan, but
Okay.
I'll just wait.
All right. It's flying away from you guys back towards the castle city walls from what you as you watch it. Okay. Equess, as I assume you now, as you are forced up to the front. What would you like to
Taking
do?
a shot.
You're taking a
Taking a
shot.
shot.
Let's see what you got.
All right. Equus is taking a deep breath and readies an arrow.
I think you're technically the only one who can hit the AC.
Yeah, just waiting on. Great, cool. You're gonna probably see it roll twice, and that's because my phone is lagging.
No, you're good.
That's a 37 to hit.
Fucking barely hits. All right, yeah, you take an arrow, and as you kind of start to slowly drop back and looking at, you take a shot. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 20 damage.
Okay, he is going to roll, and unfortunately fails. You see Echo suddenly reappears right behind Daka like nothing happened.
Oh, hey, Shaka, welcome back. I was about to start digging for you.
As the arrow like slams into the back of the creature, you see it kind of like shudder and move towards Tictric, kind of slamming towards the ground. A little bit of cloud dust up as Tictric kind of slowly speeds up his pace, running backwards a little bit quicker. But it recovers and continues to fly. Creature seems otherwise unfazed after that. Anything else you'd like to do, Equus? I think you've got, what, 2 shots or 3 shots per action?
I got 2. I can use a legendary action to shoot the 3rd time, but yeah, I'll take another shot.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
That does not hit. The arrow goes flying wide.
Unfortunate. Alright. I'll just, because we're not in initiative, I'll just bonus action cast, Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Just
What's the
keep
distance
that
on Hunter's Mark?
Unfortunately, he's beyond that reach, so I'm not gonna bother.
90 feet.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Hunter's Mark's not 180 feet. That'd be a pretty fucking great spell otherwise, even for the shit it for the little it does.
Yeah, man. But no, there's nothing else.
Okay.
I'll wait.
As you take your shots at this creature, first one managing to slam into it, the second one going wide, you go ahead. Are you taking your third for just? Yeah, that hits.
That's my hasted action.
Oh.
That's my phone finally loading the days.
Oh, okay, from earlier.
Yeah, but I mean, if you'll give me a hasted action, yeah, I'll use that.
Do you have hasted action? Wait, did you cast haste on yourself? Hold up.
No, but I'm not moving.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. If you're not moving, I'll say that's fine. Yeah, that hits.
Minimum damage for 15.
As you again watch the arrow slam into the creature, it drops to the ground, kind of bounces off as the cloud of dust seems to kind of dissipate and continues to fly. All right. As you end your... Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, as I'm gonna turn up, or as the arrow flies and I see it, or the cloud pop up, I'm like, maybe I should upgrade to ballistas.
All right. Daka, what about you?
I'm just gonna kick back.
Daka suddenly just kind of like sits down, leans back slightly, enjoying himself. Nice sunny day, relaxing. Produced a little like blue Hawaiian from nowhere.
The Blue Hawaiian returns.
Continues on.
Blue Hawaiian is transcendent.
All right. Sieko, what about you? Sieko. There you go.
I'm so tempted to fly over to him, but I'm not gonna bother. I
No?
could reach him in one turn. I'm just not gonna bother.
Okay.
You're not mad from not him imprisoning you?
No, I'm very mad, but I can't hit him because if a 37 barely hit, I can't hit. I have a plus 16 to hit.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So what are you planning to do? What would you like to do?
I'm just sitting here.
Okay. As you continue to observe this, he continues to move. He is going to finally cast something, grabbing the wand on his back.
Fireball.
Nope, and he disappears in a fling of light.
Striker, you want a blue Hawaiian?
As Tick-Trick is left kind of standing there, the cloud of dust.
I
look
can't
at the walls.
eat or drink.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Is he on the wall again?
You do not see him up there, no. But as you turn back to look towards the party, a few miles behind them, you can see that big mile-long cloud of smoke coming towards them.
Oh, hey. That's here now.
All right. What would you? I mean,
No warning us. No.
Nope.
That's cool.
All right. What do you plan? All right, you guys are out of.
We can teleport if you guys want.
As Tick-Trick runs back and catches up to you all.
Well, I suppose we continue moving towards the city then, yes?
So there's a mile. We're about to get slammed with a giant fucking army, it seems.
It'll be fine. They're not our concern. Remember, we're not targets. It's that whole mentality.
It's mentality.
Does a 12 hit Daka's AC?
The 12 does not hit.
You
Daka's
watch as a
AC.
big bright light beam light suddenly lands right behind Daka, slizzling up the ground and turning into a pool of like mud that seems to be boiling. As he finishes this statement, coming from that large, long, the mile-long dust cloud in the distance.
Daka, I think it's shooting at you.
Do you want to wog them?
No, I think they just suck at aiming.
Could we take this as a...
Does a 25 hit Daka?
No.
God damn it! Saiyan goes right next to it, slams into
I
the
think,
ground.
remember, folks, the target is the city, not whatever's behind us.
So if we take them now, that would be...
So let's just keep moving forward.
I'm gonna start moving towards the capital.
As he
You know,
quests,
they
like,
very well might be reinforcements.
As he
I think
quest
they're
speaks
trying to
up
help us.
suddenly as Daka continues in his thought and turns and starts walking.
Can I plant some of those of my little makeshift bombs in the ground?
Yeah? What are you planning? How are you planning on planting them? Are you just gonna shove them in
Just
the
put them
ground?
into the dirt.
Okay. You watch as Tick-Trick kind of digs a little hole and then puts like a seed. Puts these like glass vials and
It'll
then
grow
it
one
covers it back up and leaves it.
If they step on it, it'll be funny.
Yeah.
I'll put like 3 down. Not many.
Okay. As you put 2 more down, you dig little holes yet again to fill them once more. As the rest of your party just kind of stands there and watching this.
Okay.
I'm not standing. I'm flying off.
Oh, all right.
I'll catch
I'm
up.
going towards the capital. Yeah.
Okay. As Sieko turns and flies off, is the rest of the party following after, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. As
Sure.
you all head towards the castle walls. Sorry, Equest, did you say something?
I was just saying yeah,
Okay.
but I'll wait for Tick-Trick.
Oh, okay. As you wait a few seconds watching Tick-Trick finish up, the two of you kind of start heading, or you get on your broom and Tick-Trick spouts his wings right after, following after the party. You all head towards the castle walls, immediately seeing the entire city slightly shift and gleam with light as the entrance suddenly appears right in front of you and the castle walls grow 100 feet tall. A massive fortress now stands and looks in front of you as it starts to become more and more ornate with grim designs of macabre fleshly-like bodies designed into the walls. Some screaming still, some long dead, some bones. You notice the outside walls themselves are all nothing but a thick layer of flesh of the dead that have fallen in the city.
It's yucky.
Yeah. And horrendous as you begin to hear the scream. I think the entire party's frightened immune, isn't it?
If we're Ross Jacob.
Everyone within range of me is frightened immune because I have an aura.
Alright, well, so I'm not going to make you roll for that, but alright, normally you'd have to roll with a fright aura while within the city's
Oh,
range. But since you don't got to worry about that,
Shako, shall we go through the wall or the front gate?
as Daka says this, the iron gates twist, and instead of like pulling up, they seem to curl up on themselves slowly, like a weird tongue as it opens up, and a couple of Warforged come forward, weapons drawn.
Oh man, I thought we were supposed to be here. What the hell, guys?
I
think we
think
can
they already won.
Go
Like,
ahead
have the-
and roll initiative.
Initiative time.
Have the dolphin stopped? Like, is it over? Were we here for nothing?
Yeah.
Is haste still going, by the way?
Huh?
Is haste still going, by the way?
Yes, correct. That is, yeah, it would still be.
I got a nat 20.
Changing dice didn't help. Nat 1 for a 6.
Ouch, bro. Ouch.
I got-
Don't worry. They're Warforged. They're also bad. What did you get, Aquas? What? Did you get nat 20?
A nat 24, 32.
We got. Don't worry. There's a Warforged. There is one of the Warforged rolled a nat 1, and that's all they have for a modifier is a 0. So.
18
Yep.
for Daka.
Yeah, no, you're all good. As you all start to look in, Daka, you see for a moment as combat begins, there is a war going on inside the city between forces as magic is shooting in every direction. The screams can be heard within. This is definitely a city currently under a siege in the middle of a war.
Oh, okay, good. It hasn't ended yet.
You also all turn and look about. Due to Bastion's true sight, it finally starts to kick in. You start to see the city itself is looks to be a massive demonic design. The buildings themselves all twisted and peaked. All of them being made of this strange fleshy bits. The screams of creatures can be heard and felt everywhere. And Bastion, you feel fiendish energy coming from the entire city. Due to your guys' monster backgrounds, you all will note that this entire city is the lair of a creature that lives here. You don't know what. This is just as far as it goes as a natural monster thing. You would know when you walk into another's territory like that.
Take it.
Kind of. As you all take a moment to process this, Equest gets the first lineup as you see these 3 large Warforged come forward immediately, all wearing what looks to be the color, or a similar color design of what the creature that was attacking fucking Tictric earlier look like. Many of them seeming to all have strange and bright-looking soulstones that glow with a bright reddish color instead of purple. Each of them carrying massive mechanical hammers, and then finally a 4th that catches your attention just for a moment. True Sight does catch on to see a invisible Warforged assassin that has come out with them as well.
Nice. We love True Sight.
Yeah.
We love True Sight out here.
But
that guy's not very naturally stealthy.
no, it's a magical item. Go ahead, though, Quest. You're up.
So I'm going to aim at the assassin.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot him with my bow.
As you look up at the skies are pitch black right now, Tictric, all around you.
Oh, darkness.
It's nighttime. I have even higher stealth.
God damn it.
If you have dark vision, if I stealth, I still can't be found.
Motherfucker. Don't do it. Don't hide.
That's a 40 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I hope so. I'd be scared otherwise.
Wait.
That is 21 damage for the first hit.
Alright, as your arrow pierces into the Warforged, you watch as the invisibility spell immediately drops and it can be clearly seen once more.
Nice.
What was your weight, Sieko? Is everything good?
Didn't his bow have a double crit range of 1920?
Does it?
I remember that was talked about before the item was made. I don't know if you actually gave the item.
If it's in the item, then you got to read the item. If it's not on the item, then no, that is not the case. It may have been something I was considering, but necessarily didn't make it to the final cut.
+7 to attack bonus and damage rolls with his weapon.
Yeah, I guess you didn't do it because I know the original, but you were copying it from had the double crit range. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bonus action. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on that
that assassin.
Okay. Your watch as one of the Warforged thinking you're casting a dangerous spell is going to counterspell that at 3rd level.
It just turns off immediately.
Yeah, it turns off the Hunter's Mark, not realizing that what it is.
I'm gonna
Nice.
narrow my eyes at him, and I'm gonna turn my bow to him and shoot him instead.
All right.
That's where you fucked up. Does a 32 hit?
32 does hit.
All right. 18 damage.
Okay. Your arrow pierces right into the large Warforge. It seems unfazed.
And I am going to then, for my last hasted action, I'm gonna stealth.
Okay.
That is a 32. Wait, let me verify, because.
I rolled 4 10s in a row. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to see how stealthy am I gonna be right now.
They don't seem to notice you as you look about. You rolled a 32 for your stealth check.
I know, but I also know I get more.
What? Oh god.
You don't get
That's
more as
Oh.
that, I believe.
No, I know I get more if I'm in darkness.
Oh, because of the
Look at
dark
features.
sky. I will say that none of them can see you physically, so.
Oh no, just even better. If I'm in darkness, I'm invisible. I can't be seen.
There you go.
Well,
Except
I
for
can
like
see
blind
you.
sight.
Yeah.
Blind sight and true sight.
True sight and tremor sense. I cannot be seen, so the party can see me.
All right. As Equest vanishes into the dark shadows suddenly, with the only few members of the party being able to sense and recognize where they are. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Equest?
That was my actions, my bonus action, and my hasted movement action. Unless stealthing doesn't count as one of those.
Stealth counts as an action.
Stealth does count as an action.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure some DMs don't do that. Yep, that is all.
All right, as you watch as the arrows go flying and then disappearing into the darkness, Daka, you immediately get your chance to react. You're up.
I want to go up to one of the Warforged, not the assassin one, and I want to rip out their little their soulstone.
Okay, go ahead. As you walk up, it's the creature seems to kind of straighten up and get like ready for your attack. Go ahead and make an unarmed strike.
Ooh, 24.
Oof, like that doesn't fucking still hit. God damn. Man, yeah, as you grab hold of it and you start to pull, give me an athletics versus, and that'll be versus his strength save. I was wondering why I'm
22.
using physicals, because this sheet was made poorly for the monster I'm using. 22. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. As you go to walk up, you grab hold of the soulstone and start to pull and twist. You start to feel it give way, and it pulls out in one go. The Warforged drops to the ground. Doc is immune to the effect, unfortunately, for the rest of the party. I get to roll the table now for what's about to happen, because this is going to be a wild magic surge that you're about to cause. And this,
Yay! Wild magic!
this isn't going to be a fun one. Okay, so that's extreme. Alright. 26. What do we got? I just healed the party. You all watch as the magic from the destabilization, as this crystal pulls out, strange fluid like spurting all over Daka as this blue liquid seems to land onto him. An
lucky.
explosion feel as the Warforge mechanical body starts to expand out with bright red heat, and then just explodes out, slamming out towards all of you. Instead of a forcible wave, though, you feel pure magical energies washing over you, and where you would normally you each brace yourself expecting to be hit with something, you all regain Of course. Of fucking course. 16 HP. Of course I roll max. Fuck you.
So does it go temp HP if we're full?
Yeah.
Very nice.
As this magical wave expands out and you all feel a warm embrace of loving energy as your bodies begin to warm.
Love.
We'll turn around and wink at all of you.
Love.
Thumbs up.
I love you guys.
As Tigtrick gives a thumbs up, Sieko looks confused. The rest of the party feeling this come over them. Yeah, the creature falls to the ground completely inanimate and not moving.
Yeah, that's Daka's turn. We'll
Alright.
call that Daka's turn.
Well, that Warforged would have been up, but now it's dead. So Sieko, you're up.
How far away is the assassin?
About 20 feet in front of you.
Man,
Well,
they're
walk-
just bullying the assassin.
I'm gonna pummel it.
That's, can I would say I wouldn't, but sure. Alright, let's go.
I want to pummel it.
Let's go.
I'm a punch it.
31 to hit.
Shit, that hurts. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, is it immune to force? Because the force damage thing I have to roll.
Unfortunately not.
I prefer to just ask, because I have to hand fucking set up the die for it.
No, I got you.
There we go. There's
That's
a die
a lot
on
of
the corner that's stuck that's vibrating. I have to wait till it figures itself out.
That's a lot of D6s, man.
You know,
So that's 40, yeah, that's 40 force,
okay.
followed by another. I like getting stuck in the corner. Can you do it, Mr. Dice? You got it? Yeah, another 41.
As you slam
So,
into this
Yeah,
creature,
81 total.
slamming into it, you watch as your the first beholder, the eye slightly awake or opens up as you slam it in. The thing vibrates, and you watch as the assassin seems to be normally hit with the force from the weapon, but the club begins to sprout out little fleshy like tentacles and grabs onto the Warforged, and it's going to make a strength save.
Ooh.
And that's a net 1. Is that a confirm? That's a confirm. Okay.
Oh,
wow.
My dice hate me tonight. We are switching dice, actually, because that's, like, a lot of bad rolls. Who's got a favorite chromatic dragon color?
Well, what color?
Blue.
Blue? That works. We're going with blue dice tonight. Alright. I was using my metal ones.
Is good.
Alright. As you watch as the club slowly grapples hold of the Warforged assassin and holds it in place. It is now considered basically it grappled, so you have advantage on attacks against it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll cock my fist back because the club's kind of holding it.
Yep. The club's full. It has its arms grasped, its head being tangled up. It looks like the club is trying to rip the creature apart.
I hope you're ready, because this is about to hurt.
That's a 35.
To hit? Yeah, that hits.
So that's 11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Followed by 41 force.
You watch as the club pulls the creature in and swallows it whole, as it slowly gets pulled into the eye socket.
Everyone hears Sieko just go, ooh, that's cool. That hasn't happened before.
And then there were 2.
The Warforged continue on as they are, though. That the creature seems to have disappeared. You feel the vibration from your club for a moment, and then it seems to calm.
Yeah, I'm gonna look towards the other Warforged nearest to me. I can't do anything, but I can bonus action cast Masochism.
Okay. Remind me what Masochism does again?
For every 10 points of damage dealt to me, on the next turn, all my rolls get a +1.
Okay. Alright, as you end your turn, but daring the other two to come after you, that Warforge, seeing you there, takes a minute and turns and goes for Daka immediately, and is going to try and grab his chest and pull his heart out, because it thinks that it can do the same thing.
You know, fan.
So I need a strength save versus its athletics. That's a nat 20 for a 25. Daka, what you need to make an athletics roll.
All right.
Fucking-
That's 28.
Oh, wow. All right. As you manage to grab hold of the creature's hand and knock it away, managing to avoid it, it's not it's not moving. So it is going to go ahead, and you watch as it starts casting a spell, and you watch as one of the Warforged assassin, or not Warforged assassin, the Warforged Crusader that you pulled the Soulstone out of, suddenly stands back up with a new Soulstone slowly regrowing.
Oh, actually, we're gonna have that guy. Where is it? I need that caster to make a DC 25 spell saving throw.
Oh.
Oh.
No friend for you.
Shit! Well, I have a wait, spell saving throw. What's my spell saving throw on this guy? Oh, good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is a paladin. Oh fuck. Well, it's a 5.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
The creature,
Consider your spell absorbed.
the creature immediately, the stone seems to crack again as the spell of the magical force from it. You see the energy in the air seems to go towards Daka and absorb into his body.
Let's do.
Yeah, the creature looks confused, and that's going to end its turn. It's going to use its legendary action, the only one it's got, and it's going to take its hammer and try and now swing at Daka for that.
Swing better.
That's a 32 to hit. I only rolled a 12.
But that hits, don't worry.
Alright, so I don't have the dice for that, unfortunately, so let me... 68... Oh, wait, not... Yeah.
I assume it's a magical weapon?
Yes, this is magical.
Okay.
Magical bludgeoning. So this will be, as the hammer slams into you, 19 points of bludgeoning, plus another 10d6 worth of fire damage. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Daka. This is either about to go terribly or amazingly.
A 6.
Yes! Oh, I'm excited. I've been dying to use this.
Is this a spell effect, though?
No, the end of the axe, or the end of the hammer, rather, you notice as it's coming down on you has a little black sack, or a little like black leather sack that comes out as the swing is coming down, and you see a little light, like a little fire spell that launches towards it on the hammer, as it creates a gunpowder explosion on your face with the hammer. Well, not gunpowder, black powder, in all fairness. Same thing, but not the same thing. And that is going to be 20d6 fire damage. Woohoo! I've been waiting to use this all day long when I got to pick this out.
Can you hit me with that?
No.
Please?
Fuck you. I know
How big is the range?
It is literally a straight, like it's a direct person attack. Okay, I've got a dice freaking out now too. Oh no. 76 points of fire damage, Daka, as it slams into you.
You said what?
76.
76.
Yeah. The explosion and black powder erupting around you, you are now considered blinded while standing where you are.
Good thing I have blind sight.
Oh, fuck you. Okay. And that ends its turn as it's out of that ends its legendary action as it no longer has anymore. Tictric, you are up.
This is the person that did counterspell, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll start with I will stealth.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. 39.
You disappear into the shadows.
Okay. I will go ahead and sneak up right behind the paladin guy who just exploded Daka's face.
The Warforged Crusader, okay.
Yep. Does he have more than black powder he can explode on himself?
As you look about his body for a minute, you don't see any on his body. You take a second to think of it. Give me an intelligence check real quick.
Hooah. 19.
Yeah, you as you're looking at the hammer, you realize it's probably all like like all the mechanisms are inside the hammer itself.
Oh, okay. I have an easy way to light that. Oh well. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and stab him.
All right, let's see what you got. You got advantage because you're flanking and sneak attack.
Yep. Stealth.
This is gonna hurt.
23 only.
Oh, you barely hit. All right.
Okay. So that'll be. 33 damage.
All right. 33, and that's magical.
That is magical damage.
Yup. All right.
And Steel Wind Strike will go off, which means all of the remaining Warforged will take. Where the fuck is it? Is it here? Let me take it.
Is it the 66?
Yeah, 60-10.
Oh, it's 60-10.
35 force damage.
All right. As you watch as the winds kind of suddenly cut from nowhere and slam into this creature's back, it slightly moves it forward towards you, Daka, giving the implication the creature's moving faster than you thought for a second. As you feel the breeze behind it.
I'll go again.
Okay.
Say nat 20. Let's see if I can confirm.
Oh, no.
Close, not there.
Ooh, 8, okay.
All right.
Close but no cigar.
True.
Close but no cigar. Less damage if I don't get sneak attack. Quite sad. 26 piercing damage,
26
magical.
piercing, okay. As you pike a hole into the back of it.
Yep. That'll be 62 force damage to the remaining Warforged.
62, okay. As you feel yet again the breeze slamming into the back of this creature, knives going into it. It doesn't seem to react, but seems to continue to take a slight step towards you, Daka, getting more and more into your space. And Sieko, being able to clearly see all this, feel all this rather, you can feel the creature seems to also be walking towards Daka. For the rest who are a little more observant from the distance can see slightly Tictric, or the wind from Tictric's weapon coming off from a specific location behind him.
Cool.
As you pike 2 holes into the creature, you can slightly see into the mechanics of it, seeing the wiring lyrium throughout, the magic or the mana, mana itself or magic itself going through artificial veins in the creature, and so on.
Well, now I can see that. I wonder if I can just shut it off. Try that, I guess.
All right.
Does it look damaged overall? Like, isn't very weakened, as if like an attack would just kill it normally?
No, it just looks kind of like if you poked holes in a can. You've been puncturing holes into it, so you can see inside of it now.
Okay, I'll use my last action to use the gun and see if I can shut this guy off.
All right, let's see what you got. It's going to make a con save versus your sleight of hand.
That wasn't very good.
That's a 22. That's got a 5. That's a 19 as you feel the life drain from the creature, but it only manages to drain a total of 83 HP before it fills the jar.
Okay.
All right. As you kind of slam your sponge gun into the back of it, sucking magic out of it, again, not seeming to have the creature react, you finish your turn, I assume?
Yeah, I will back up.
Okay.
And get well out of range. I'll back up. How far was it to get to the guy in the first place?
So they were 20 feet in front of you. You would have gone around, so that's 20. You're a total of 30 feet from where you were originally. You are about 10 feet from the castle itself, or the outer walls of the castle. So yeah.
Okay, I'll back up 100 feet.
Oh, back towards your party or into the city?
Towards the party.
Okay. As you just run long miles beyond what any of them can see, going over 70 feet further beyond them, you disappear. Of course, none of the party being able to see you as you run off. All right, thus ends your turn. Bastion, you are up.
All right, so I know Daka's in front of the one. Is the other one just standing over by itself right now?
Yeah, slightly to the side of Daka and Sieko.
All right, I will go over. You said 20 feet from him?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go up 10 feet because my web has a 10 feet reach.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to crack this motherfucker.
All right, let's see what you got.
29.
29 hits.
Okay. Oh, minimal. 12 magical slashing.
Okay. You
That
you go.
one wasn't as. 18.
That
The second one.
that does not hit.
No. Okay. It's 2. Another. Well, that one is a 27.
That does hit.
There we go. 15 magical slashing.
Okay.
So that was 3. And 2 weapon fighting bonus action. That is a 30.
30. Fuck yeah, that hits. Jesus.
12
12.
magical slashing.
All right. As the whip slashes into the creature again, and then
that was.
Yeah, you did move. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I moved
10
10 feet. Is that one holding melee or is it ranged?
Yeah, it is melee. Well, both the 2 Warforged left are both melee fighters. They both seem to be carrying either hammers and swords on their sides.
Okay, I will get back 10 more feet back to where I was originally.
Okay. As you back off once again, as you slash your whip into it, watching tears onto the metal, causing it to rip and slash, the metal itself breaking apart, giving long windows into the creature's body, seeing more of the wiring that looks more organic than it does mechanical. You see the creature seems unfazed. Your banner holder is up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, your extras go on your turn, so. If you want them to. You don't have to have them moving about.
Yeah, I was just looking. So it will go up to the same one.
Okay.
And swing the rapier at it.
Alright, as it pulls its rapier forward and starts slashing at the creature, go ahead and make some attacks.
It was only a 19.
19 doesn't hit as the rapier bounces off the Warforge.
Second one, damn it. 19 again.
Once again, you watch in annoyance as your bannerman fails to manage to kill this creature. Taking a realization that it did lose to you, so, anything you fight going forward that's a challenge is going to be a little more difficult. And then not caring about that in the slightest as your bannerman still fails you.
And that is its turn.
Alright. Do you want your mimic to run, or are you going to keep your mimic
The mimic, I sent you a message about. I actually have it in the castle.
Okay. Oh, okay. Having it keep a watch over the kid, I assume.
That and also camouflage in my lair with all my items. So if somebody tries to steal shit, I'll have a bad time.
Okay, good enough. All right. As the bannerman kind of backs off once again, the bannerman can't back off because I don't think it doesn't have mobile. So it'll take an opportunity attack. Are you gonna leave your banner holder in close range with the Warforge?
Yeah, it can stay close.
All right. As you back off for a moment, watching as your whip does its damage and waiting to see what will happen as the creature gets weaker and weaker. The Warforge that you just whipped is up, and it's going to go ahead and use its charge movement, which means Daka gets an attack of opportunity on it.
Very nice.
As it's going to try and charge Bastion, and also so will the Bannerman. He will also get an attack of opportunity.
26.
That hits.
I'm just doing my regular unarmed strike right now since, so it's just 8 damage. Because I know it's for the question with the robes.
Mm-hmm.
What do I use? Like, if I want to,
you should have a natural weapon attack.
It doesn't.
Let me look. We can
because I know like it can turn into like I can turn into a great sword. I just don't know because I know a great sword's 2d6.
You have to add that equipment into your inventory to keep in mind.
So what color equipment should I be? Should I add like a legendary greatsword and just put in air quotes like that it's from the robes or?
Let's see, if it specifically says summons a legendary sword, then yes.
Because it's the robes become.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. The robes become a flame tongue, a fiery blade. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, it tells you what they become. So basically, since you want to add those to your equipment and have those like for when your robe turns into them. But we can discuss that more after session. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you slam your hand into the creature, as it walked past, Bastion, do you want to roll for your bannerman's attack of opportunity on the creature as it's charging at you?
Yeah. So again with the +3 rapier.
It's trying so.
Okay, I rolled in that one. I did not confirm.
All right. As again slamming. Yes, go ahead, Zieko.
I'll say, Robert, if you want a better weapon on the bannerman, don't whites have higher strength? I have a +3 great axe.
As you all contemplate this for a moment, the creature pushes past, taking a slug to the face as it doesn't react, as Daka just turns and decks into its jaw. It's going to continue to charge forward. I need a dex save from Bastion. The Forgotten Song, as this creature tries to make your name come true.
18.
Damn, you succeed. As you dodge out of the way, you'll only take half. That's 10d12 worth of damage. As it charges forward at you. So let's see, what is that? This will be a magical bludgeoning for reference.
Magic bludgeoning? Okay.
Yeah, magical bludgeoning. So if you're immune, you're fine.
I'm immune to regular, but...
that is 73, so halved is Grumpy.
36.
Thank you. 36 bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning, as it slams itself into you, moving up right next to you. That is its first attack, or that is its movement, and now it's going to take its hammer and it's going to slam it down on you as well. That's a 27 to hit. I rolled really low.
AC.
Damn. All right. You manage to dodge out of the way, it's going to take its second swing on you. And I rolled, okay, that's a net 1. Oh, thank God. As the creature, once again, I assume I won't give the modifier, but I know your AC is higher than 20.
Yep.
As the creature tries to slam its rocket hammer into you once again, the explosion's going off to either side of you as you dodge out of the way nimbly, Bastion, in your drow form. The creature seemingly unfazed and continuing to pursue you. But that ends its turn. That assassin is dead. As we're back up to the top of the order, Equus, after being handed off the duties by Sean, you are up. Oh, Equus is typing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nice. I'll cast
bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay. All right.
Are they gonna?
There's 2.
They do, yeah, I was gonna say they don't have. Only the one had the counter spell, and it doesn't have it anymore. Yeah, they're both Warforged Crusaders. There's one right next to Bastion, and then there's one next to Daka and Zieko. Bastion,
and the one next to Daka's like really injured.
Yeah, and the one next to Bastion being close to you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, as you cast Hunter's Mark on it, the creature seems to not be aware as it's focused on Bastion, continuing to keep in melee with him. Give him a minute. I'll shoot it with my bow 2 times. No worries. Yeah, let's see what you got. Go ahead and start rolling your stealth.
35.
30? Yeah, that hits. Yeah,
Use a ranger, man.
Go ahead and roll again. Well, also, his bow is fucking ridiculous.
Ranger the
bow.
See, it's a lot like Bastion. Both of them can hit really high. They just don't do a lot of DPS.
20 is not that bad.
No. You guys are overpowered, but like compared to the rest of the party. 31 to hit? Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll. 22. Okay, yep. And a roll. Does Hunter's Mark apply to all hit? Yep, it does. Okay.
Yes, it does. It's
Yep.
all hits, but only for the person who casts it.
3. All right, yeah. As you slam your shots into this creature, one after another, both arrows sticking out of its chest. Bastion, you see out of the corner of your eye these arrows flying just barely past your head into your side into the creature. Kind of getting that fine line as it continues to stay in melee with you. All right, Equus, as you shoot your 2 shots, you haven't moved. Daka, you're on deck, by the way, so get ready.
Heard.
And give Equus a second to type it out.
I just realized this one Warforged is stuck between a really muscly Daka and a really muscly Sieko.
Yup!
He ain't gonna do too well, because I'm gonna treat him like I just treated the last guy.
I was Hunter.
Both
if you don't kill me-
Warforged, as you look at them, they're made of a greenish metal, from what you can tell.
Ooh,
You're not
that's my favorite kind.
Yeah, you're not familiar enough though with smithing to know what
Am
it
I
is.
familiar?
Yes,
the
but
metal
it is
from
not your
Arcane?
turn, good sir.
Fair enough.
I was about to say, like, is it like? Go ahead.
Metal when wet rusts. If that's your thought process, you can try it.
I was saying, like, real talk depends on the kind of metal, but like.
Mm-hmm. True, good sir. True that.
You gonna rub saliva over this guy or something? What are you doing?
Gonna start licking it.
Please lick it.
Maybe
I don't
I
think-
advised that.
Okay.
This is your conscience speaking. Do it.
He wants to mix fire and cold for a water breath.
All right. As you shower in water, there's no real damage.
That's kind of like
Well,
steam, wouldn't it?
Well, he still gets his 2 breath attacks as if they're separate.
Yeah. I'll let you. I guess.
I guess would that be boiling water at that point?
Yeah, kind of like steam almost.
26 hits. I will say. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage. He has a damage die regardless, so it doesn't really matter.
There you go.
Yeah, as you get the creature like soaking wet in boiling water, now as it's pairing up with Bastion, Bastion watches as the body starts to turn brighter red and feels the heat erupting off it. For a normal person, this would be very concerning because now you have a very hot, flaming Warforged coming at you. Bastion, however, has nothing to fear, of course.
I want to fight that one. I'll heal every time I punch it. Oh.
And Bastion, who is also fire fucking immune. I don't know how you all got fire immunity. But yeah,
I'm not fire immune. Don't worry.
Neither am I.
You watch as it starts to glow slightly red, but the creature does not seem at all phased, Equus. It is slowing down, though. Both of them are starting to slow down a good bit.
They're getting tired. Yeah. By the way, rust is a very long process there, Caleb.
It also is, yeah. It's not like an instant.
It's not like bam, you hit with water.
I will say, I can confirm, in like 50 years, he may have a rust problem if he doesn't take care of his skin.
Oh, this metal rusts. Understood.
Incredibly slowly, but it does.
It can rust, yeah.
All right, boys, we're gonna drench it every few minutes for the next 50 years.
No. I like where Caleb's thinking. He's thinking long term, you know.
Yeah,
He's with disease.
Maybe.
Okay. Does that end your turn, Equus? Just to confirm. I'll give him a second to type. Hopefully.
I mean, that's bonus action.
You know, I always like to I always let the player confirm. I've fucked that up a few times before when I haven't counted, so I always have to ask now.
Yeah.
Worst thing is the player is waiting to get in your up, and then you don't get to do all your things. So I try to be at least. I can't do anything else. Okay. As you finish up your turn, the moist Warforged, now like dripping in sweat, slightly more erotic and burning, inflaming at Bastion as it continues to fight him, looking now as if it's working up a sweat doing so. Daka, you are up. What would you like to do?
So this Warforged is similar to the one that I took the Soul Stone out of previously,
it
right?
has its Soul Stone is a rather large one in its chest that's glowing red.
Good. Is it facing me or facing Sieko?
It is currently facing you.
All right. I'm going to do it like I did its friend, and I'm gonna rip its stone out.
All right. Go ahead and let's do this. It's your
Emergency heart surgery.
Yeah, it's.
Do you want me to roll to hit first or
unarmed
no?
strike? Yeah, it's unarmed strike to see if you can grab it again.
Smack him around.
32.
All right, let's. Yeah, it's your athletics versus its strength saving throw, I believe, at this point.
I'm gonna lucky that.
Oh. Okay.
All right, let's try that again. I'm gonna lucky that.
The dice gods.
That's a lot of luckies.
The dice
Damn,
gods are
alright.
smiling on me.
I'm not gonna lucky it again. That's
I-
a 16.
I rolled.
No,
a
you
nat,
get to choose. You
I
get your
rolled-
highest.
I rolled a nat 20 for a 25.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I
as
rolled
Just so fucking poorly. I rolled like a 19, a 13, and a 16, so none of them would have worked.
As you reach
What-
for
Damn.
it, the creature grabs hold of your hand as you get near the crystal, and as you look up at it, you see the smile on it, the macabre smile on its face suddenly turns to a frown as it continues to hold your wrist.
I'm gonna kind of give it like a clever girl kind of look, you know. It's like, hey, you know, that's respect.
Mhm.
All right. So would that count as one of my attacks or
Yes,
a full action?
that's an attack, yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, you will be at disadvantage if you're using the same hand because he's got your one hand.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be the other hand.
All right,
And number
let's
2.
see what you got, Mr. Unarmed Strike.
Also-
Let's go.
Don't feel bad about lucky. We had a guy in Cameron's campaign fucking use all 3 lucky points and not roll above a 5.
Well,
Unfortunately.
a 27 unarmed strike.
Okay, that hits. Let's
And
do the
as-
same thing. Athletics versus its strength saving throw.
Man, bro.
That's a 22.
God, you know what? Lucky, the last one.
Oh.
Now he's getting.
Do it because I want to
there's-
take, and that's gonna be a 29.
All right, it's
you
gonna
go.
use its lucky now. As I've been
There's
holding
gonna
on to this for the entire time.
There's gonna be a point later where Hunter doesn't have any now.
That's a 20, but
I
I
will
still
say
only
you-
get a
you couldn't
25.
beat-
I
you
can't
couldn't
beat
beat
it.
it.
Yeah, I know. But I have to try. I gotta play. It doesn't know it can't win as it struggles to grab hold of his wrist with the other one. And then as he pulls through, all right, yeah, you grab hold of the gem and pull again on it. As you do so, it's you watch as the gemstone pops out and the creature is going to pop. It is going to go ahead and roll.
You know, mad respect to the Warforged for stopping my first attempt. He's got respect in my book.
You need a lot of luck to get through.
Well, that's a 3, so that's severe again, or extreme again.
More healing, please.
Well, that's a 2. What's 2?
I don't think that's healing.
Maybe it is.
The
you-
Warforge recovers all of its expended spell slots as it dies.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah! Woo!
What a guy.
It's a double-edged sword. A couple of these on here can wipe a party, but then there's some ones on here that don't help me in the slightest. All right, as you pull out the gemstone, you watch as the creature completely shuts down, as the magic surge expands out from it, and the creature goes quiet.
Respect to
Jaka,
that
I need a
Warforged.
dex save from you as the corpse is going to fall on you, and this corpse does weigh 1,000 pounds.
Oh, I can lift that easy.
Oh, can you? Oh, okay. Never mind. Then I need a strength
You get
saving
the
throw
gag.
as it's gonna lean on or start to slowly lean on you.
19.
You manage to grab hold of it and kind of like push it back up, standing right, so it stops falling on you. As you turn and see the other one still fighting with Bastion as well as Equus.
I would like to dab up Sieko.
Oh hell yeah!
As a free action, sure, why not?
Hell yeah.
As Bastion's still somewhat totally fighting for his life as he's dodging left and right easily. Alright, Daka, does that end your turn?
That does end my turn.
Okay, Sieko, you are up. With
Yeah, after
Tickle
dabbing
Gone
up
Park.
Doc, we'll walk over to the left.
Alright.
Milk him for his heat.
As you turn and start walking over Bastion, you see Sieko coming towards you menacingly, ready to do combat.
All right, and I'm flanking. Yes.
Yes, this would be flanking.
All right. That's a 22 to hit.
That does not hit. As it dodges the first hit, as the fist kind of just stops right in front of Bastion's face and pulls back.
Okay. 34.
That hits.
As Gecko's very angry and puts a lot more strength into the next swing.
It's like, you dare?
Don't roll on that one and accidentally kill your party members.
It's 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Let's do the force for the club. So that's plus 10, so that's 47 force.
Okay.
Followed by another 39 force, followed by the D8. That's another 5 radiant.
All right. As you do so, cock die. Oh, okay. Give me a second. I need to just pull up something. Totally good, I promise. All right. As you watch this, as all of you kind of watch as Sieko kind of turns and starts walking over and takes a swing. The first one barely missing as it comes within inches of Bastion's face. The second one slams through the head, or the helmet piece of the Warforged as the fist comes right on through. And then a strange ethereal music that, again, normally would put off a party, but your party being as weird as it is and having Doc around doesn't quite register the new music change in the background as the creature falls to the ground. Sliding off of
WoW Magic table.
What was that?
I know that's an effect off the WoW Magic table.
Yeah.
Also, that was the club I was beating it with, not my fist.
Yeah. Oh, that was the club. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was rolling the Silent Beholder. That's why I did.
Then actually, hold up. My apologies. Yeah. I need to roll something.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get 2 force damages on my fist.
You watch as Sieko's hand comes back through for a moment, and the club suddenly just grabs hold of the Warforged and starts to suck it back into the hole, and the body disappears, soulstone and all. As the soulstone starts to go in for a moment, though, you see the soul of it come out and float towards Bastion.
You know, maybe my club is silent because it was hungry.
Perhaps.
Sometimes I'm silent when I'm hungry too.
Well, that wasn't very
Doc
warm.
pulls a sandwich out.
No, my muffins. I got muffins. Freshly baked muffins forever in eternity.
He's not thinking about the muffin top anymore.
It did.
Oh,
That's what I was rolling at the last second as when Sieko was trying to eat it. Sieko's weapon was trying to eat it. It failed its roll. I rolled a nat
I would like
one.
to capture that one as in a soulstone.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to turn that one into a creature?
No. I figured as much killing as we'll probably be doing, I'll probably do 1 for 1 because.
As you do, you take a moment and you sense the soul inside of it is an average halfling, paper pusher who keeps track of, as an apprentice who keeps track of other, people who are in charge of research. Yeah. So the soul, as you realize, really was not worth the value.
Yeah,
I just toss it to Tick-Trick.
Really? Okay. As you turn, you kind of now having it in a soul stone. Yeah, having it in a small soul stone, you toss it over to Tick-Trick. Tick-Trick, give me just a dexterity check to see if you get it with advantage, or if you manage to
He
grab
drops it and it flies away.
Okay, shatters.
The soul stone can't shatter. Yeah, so
that's it's 13.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to grab it out of there. It kind of bounces for a few seconds as you catch it, the last one. No one can tell if you did that on purpose or if that was totally an accident.
Totally purposeful.
As you all
Daka knows.
Now standing out in front of this city, look on, and you can hear the war going on in front of it. As you all kind of stand up now are standing in front of the gateway, seeing the staircase going up into it, the dark lights going over, dragon fire blasting throughout, a giant erupting portal of magic in the distance can be seen. Some being like a giant being's hand, or shadowy hand, coming out of a ripped tear in what looks to be reality at the center of the town, where you can see a large ornate temple kind of standing far off into it. As you all look at this city and start to take steps in, hearing the screaming, hearing the battling begin, hearing the magic shooting off, realizing this is your fate, that
Okay.
is where we're going to end the session today.
Bastion also would have told Ticktrick, keep making us useful stuff and I will keep providing.
Time to make some random artifacts.
As you all head into the city, deeper in, we will end a session there. Just one sec. Daka, this is
Yes.
you got 3 more sessions at the current timeline we're expecting. Depending on how things go, do you have any Daka thoughts you want to share with?
You know, still no Daka thoughts. I really haven't. I know I haven't been keeping
Level
up with them.
17.
But we'll get back to it.
One day, Daka. I gotta be careful though with this because by the end of this fight, you guys are